Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day. Trying to stack it to my pants for a way. Niggas stress about it all damn day. Gotta make it out of trap always. Cause niggas always living life out here. Yeah, I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day.
Keep your money on y'all times.
These bitches, they hate when I say that, but that's what get me through the day. Just think about that little nigga in shelters that cried every day about his motherfucking way. But find a way, twist around, say that the money gon' make me a motherfucking vague. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? I always kept it 100. Fuck all the haters, they tryna stop me and put slander all on my name. You still ain't up, nigga, and I still want to see you get all of the motherfucking fame. Spend all of the money on tickets and still ain't forget what the fuck that you said. Talking like you the bro, nigga, but you say you better just wait. Nah, see me and you, we not the same. I pay for my ownerships, nigga, cause I ain't tryna sleep on the streets. But fuck what they talking about, I'm always stacking it up and I always stay paid. Cause I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day. Pants fall away, the niggas it all damn day. Gotta make crap always, cause niggas always lose their life out here. Yeah, I've been thinking about Benz all day. 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 Trying to stack it to my pants for a way. Niggas stress about it all damn day. Gotta make it out of trap always. Cause niggas always living life out here. Yeah, I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day. These bitches, they hate when I say that, but that's what get me through the day. Just think about that little nigga in shelters that cried every day about his motherfucking way. But find a way, twist around, say that the money gon' make me a motherfucking vague. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? I always kept it 100. Fuck all the haters, they tryna stop me and put slander all on my name. You still ain't up, nigga, and I still want to see you get all of the motherfucking fame. Spend all of the money on tickets and still ain't forget what the fuck that you said. Talking like you the bro, nigga, but you say you better just wait. Nah, see me and you, we not the same. I pay for my ownerships, nigga, cause I ain't tryna sleep on the streets. But fuck what they talking about, I'm always stacking it up and I always stay paid. Cause I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day. Trying to stack it to my pants for a way. The niggas stress about it all damn day. Gotta make it out the trap always. Cause niggas always lose their life out here. Yeah, I've been thinking about Benz all day. I've been thinking about Benz all day. Benz all day.
Blessings.
Yo, what's good? And we back like cook crack.
Oh my God, don't you start.
Like cook crack. Trying to cook it up.
Wild cookie. Blessings, everybody, and welcome. I missed you all. I pray that everybody is doing well. I pray that we're all ready for this beautiful summer that's coming in. The weather has been beautiful for the last couple of days. Today is a little chilly, though.
Yeah, it is.
And Monday, even Sunday was pretty decent, I think.
Yeah, they said it was gonna drop, though. They said it was gonna drop by today a little bit more. You know, I don't know I don't know what next week gonna be like. What?
I seen one of my neighbors walking the dog, and I told him, I said, enjoy this weather because tomorrow we're gonna get some snow. She's like, oh my God, are you serious?
Some snow? Oh my God.
And I was like, no, I was just joking.
I was gonna say, please be
serious.
But please be playing. Nice. I hope the snow is really over. It should be though.
I don't know because I think it was last week. I think my girlfriend told me in Syracuse they had got some snow. It wasn't nothing but little flurries, but still.
Is that close to you? Is that close to you?
Syracuse. It's
Yeah.
about a 4-hour drive. It's up at Syracuse is in New York.
Right, New York. So it
Mhm.
okay. Well, 4 hours make a difference. So no, I wouldn't count that. It might
Well,
hit you though.
I'm just saying I don't put nothing past this weather, just like I don't put nothing past the government or anybody else. You
Cook, put that past the fans,
I'm
baby.
put
Put
nothing
that
past
past the fans.
nobody. I will give people the benefit of the doubt, but when push comes to shove, you just don't know. You just
You
don't
don't-
know. There's so
you
much
never
going
know.
on in the world. I know everybody's been talking about so many things. And I think that I'm not gonna say that's why I've been absent because it's always I got so much going on, and I'm preparing for my surgery on Monday. So of course I got to get a lot of things in order. But every time I cut on the news, it's just so depressing and so much conversations about what is and what ain't, and it's stressful if you let it get you that way, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
So it's just a lot going on. People, I don't know. Like when I hear people say they struggling, yeah, there's some people that's doing better than me. There's some people that's doing worse than me. So do everybody struggle?
I think
And
everybody do struggle, Cookie, but you know what? It's some people have a struggle within themselves just off the simple fact of even, you know, not knowing like not knowing how to do better. Um, how I'm trying to say this. Some people then dealt with certain situations and things going on in their life, and they act like it's brand new to them. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I'm sure it's been, and it's not just because of the color of our skin, but I'm sure that people that have been through a lot of these same situations where, where they may be, uh, they can't afford to pay this bill this month. They can't afford to pay that. Maybe they can afford to pay all their bills, but they can't get the car fixed. Something, you know what I'm saying? Things go back and forth. It just be like that. That's life. That's the struggle. It's
But
hey,
don't you think that at some I mean, I don't know. Like I don't like to be broke.
me
But
neither.
it don't
Yeah,
bother me that I'm not rich. You know what I
right.
mean? It's like I'm a true believer that God always makes a way. And yeah,
Mhm.
it might seem a little dim at times, but I've never been addicted. I've never been hungry. I've never been carless. So it's like, do I have the
I
kind of
was
car I
always
really want to drive?
I
Yeah,
was always taught
I
don't worry
love
about.
my car.
I
My
was
car,
always
y'all.
taught
Huh?
to not. I said I was always taught not to worry about what you can't do nothing about. You know what I'm saying? But then again, some situations, when you know you can do something about things, like it's certain things that you know that you're supposed to do, and then it's compared to certain things that you want to do, and certain things that you just have to do.
Right,
Like
because
like I
it's just
said,
like the serenity prayer, right? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
wait, where
And
you see that?
huh?
Oh, okay, go ahead. No,
Serenity prayer. To accept the things I cannot change,
right.
the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
Amen.
So if you know you can't buy a new car because you
Right.
don't have the funds, or you got other responsibilities, what's more important, paying your bills or getting a new car because your car might need some work done to it? Do the work that it needs to be done and pay your bills, and then work on saving up to buy that new car. I'm not gonna just go and buy a new car just because, oh, I need new brakes, man. Fuck that. I'm just gonna go buy a new
Right.
car.
But if you could afford to buy a brand new car, then you could afford to do a lot of other things. Then
A lot of times people can't afford to buy new cars, but they do just because
That's-
they want to be, seen in it. They
they
want
got
people to
some
think
hell of
they,
a credit. Then
you
they
know,
got some hell of a credit.
that's my thing too.
Don't abuse that credit.
Do we go out of our way to impress other people versus doing the right thing for our situation? Because only you
Mm,
know your situation, no matter what you try to put out there to other people. Only you know what's going on behind your closed doors. If your
facts.
bills need to be paid or not, if you got a medical situation going on. If you're living in an abusive relationship, nobody knows these things but you. So when you portray yourself to be okay or living better than or having more than, who are you really hurting?
So
You
and
know?
so real quick, introduce the question. What's the question now? Um, you make it sound better than I do because your voice is a little better.
Okay. I know
My
I was
voice
trying
is
to
not.
wait until I at least had 10 people so that it would be more, um, I wanted to hear more voices on this and how people really think or how would you deal with the situation. So the question is, if your lights got cut off for whatever reason, I'm not gonna say you couldn't pay it, but you can pay it evidently. Maybe you missed the deadline and said, okay, I'll go pay it tomorrow, whatever. But your lights, we're gonna say you couldn't pay it because that's where it really boils down to. If your
Right.
lights went off and you got children and you or your spouse, it doesn't matter, I was, whoever your spouse, me, man or female, male or
Right.
female,
Right.
and you couldn't pay and you didn't have the money to pay that light bill, is it okay to ask the baby daddy or the baby mama to give, loan, whichever one you prefer,
Right.
to get the lights
This
back on?
this is one of them questions where it's like some drama behind it. I mean, you got certain people that say, you got some people that's gonna say, well, hell yeah, I think you should. Yeah, this and that and the third. But then some people might say, well, you know, I don't think you should do that. My opinion and
So
personally,
yeah, what would
I, I,
DV do?
I wouldn't, yeah, the DV point of view. Oh no, baby, you got a husband at home, and it's
Okay,
his
so no,
job.
no, wait now. I'm not saying what if the baby mama or daddy should respond as. I'm saying you, DV, me and you are a couple.
Right. Okay.
I
Same.
have a child by someone else.
No, no, no. You got to have a child
Or
by me. That's the question. The child you got to have. If you had kids by me, would I pay the light or gas bill or whatever, and knowing that you have a husband at home or whatever? So, in other words, question is, should you even be calling me and asking me? Like, ain't it somebody else that you can call and ask? Like, you wouldn't even want to. In that situation, the way I'm thinking about it, Cookie, is more like that should be more of an embarrassing moment. When you feel like some kind of way, feel embarrassed about asking your own baby, I mean your baby daddy, just because you have a child by him, because he just
no,
because those are kids, just
no.
because just because those kids, just because you have a child or two or whatever by him, doesn't mean that he's obligated to pay your bills, you and your husband bills at home, because he fell off and he lost a job, so he fell behind on paying his bills or whatever. I mean, I guess it's okay if y'all got that kind of friendly, good relationship or whatever. But for the most
Blessings,
part of
Purple
it,
Purple. How
what's up,
are
Purple
you?
Purple?
It's so good to see you.
But I guess, but what I'm saying is that is not, that shouldn't be your first, your first option though, to sit up to go and say, to go and embarrass yourself and say, well, baby daddy, these are your kids at home at my house, okay? Even though my husband, he lost his job, this and that and the third. So you go and you go to your baby daddy and say, look, these your kids, man. You know what you can't pay the bills? I'm saying, and then you get an attitude about it at the same time, because turn around and tell you, no, you got a whole husband at home. Why should I pay your bills at home? What's going on over there? I mean, that he's not providing, and this and that and the third. What's going on?
Okay, here's my thought. First of all, yes, me and my husband, or me and you, because I'm looking at it like this. Blessings, Red Bunny.
What's up, Red Bunny?
Like I said, me and you are together. I have a child by another man. You've been supporting and handling your business and doing everything you're supposed to do. What are we talking about? We're talking about is it okay if you fall on hard times and you're with someone and you have a child by someone else? Is it okay to ask baby daddy to cut those lights back on? DV seemed to think that the baby daddy is going to come off like, I'm not paying no light bill and you got a man in that house. But I'm looking at it like, yeah, I got a man in this house and we fell on hard times and now our lights are out. We try to figure out how we're going to do it. We can't do it. So I have a child in this house that needs the lights on. I'm going to go to baby daddy because baby daddy is working and doing well.
There you go. There you go, Red Bunny. That's my point.
Wait a minute. What Red Bunny said?
Read what she said.
My husband would never let me ask my ex-baby daddy for anything, not a penny.
Not a penny. Okay, exactly. Now wait, Cookie. Now you see what I'm saying? Now that right there, that's why he shouldn't, your husband as a man, he should not even let you or allow you. My point to the whole thing is
you my baby. I mean, you my
because
man. You let the lights go out.
Right, but it's somebody else that you should ask though. Brother, what's good with Uncle JoJo?
Love you, brother. JoJo, what would you do? You gonna give baby mama
Red Bunny, come up here, hit that link, baby. Come up here and give me another example.
I need somebody on my side.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, Red Bunny. But this wasn't really one of me and Cookie's spazzes, no debate, no big old debate. This was just one of
you use that word. It's never a debate.
Okay, right, because she always loved me. Anyway, but no, this is not one of them things. This is this is just a regular conversation. We just going back, just pitching, just trying to light a match to it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but yeah, that's my opinion though. I mean, I would feel.
It's okay. I'm glad you're here. It's only 17 minutes in.
Yeah.
I would like to know someone else's opinion or thoughts on this, Red Bunny.
I would think that she should feel.
I know y'all never hit the links before, but I would love to know what a woman. I hear
that's embarrassing though.
Wait. Red Bunny, I agree. I definitely agree. My husband, or we're doing a hypothetical. DV's supposed to be the spouse, and he's talking like the baby daddy. But
yes. Wait a minute, Cookie. Wait a minute, Cookie. But you gotta go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you shoot. Go ahead.
Red Bunny said my ex was supposed to pay half of all the sports she played, and he never would pay his half. And I wanted to get the money from him, and my husband always told me no. I feel you on that. My
wait a minute, she did
was like that about my daughter's father, but my daughter's father wanted to do stuff, but he just didn't like the man. He was like, I'm the man of the house. He only
before this leave off the screen. Now she's saying her ex was supposed to pay half. Right. So that was it's not about the obligation. That was the way things was supposed to go. That's the way it was discussed in the beginning. See what I'm saying? So you see what I'm saying?
Obligation to pay half. They agreed upon it, and he neglected to do so. And then her hubby said, "Don't even worry about it, baby. I got you. We don't need nigga for nothing."
Right. So now she didn't say it that. Now exclude the part at the end. Forget the baby. Forget that nigga. We don't need him. Forget that. But like she said the initial agreement was that the baby daddy always come in and say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay this and that of the bill, this and that," because maybe he not on child support or whatever. You feel me? Maybe he
led into the story, DD.
Listen? Maybe let me finish though. Maybe that's the arrangement is what I'm trying to get you to understand. Is because you know what I'm saying. Maybe so.
That's what she's saying. That's part of the court order. So you can read what she's saying. He was supposed to, meaning he was obligated to do so. He went against that. Just stop and listen.
That's what I'm telling you.
So just read what she's saying. I don't need you to
I
explain it.
am reading it. I'm saying.
Oh,
So that's
Jesus.
my point. That's
There's
my
nothing
point.
more to it. He didn't do it. But Hubby did what he was supposed to do as man of the house, as his wife and stepchildren. He took on the responsibility that baby daddy was supposed to do.
But this
We
is but
did
that's
that.
a different that's a different that's
That's
a
a
whole
different
different
right, but that's
that's
her
a whole
story. So what
yes,
I'm saying is just
that's a
hold your
different
horses. Just relax. What I'm saying is let's get the storyline because we understand what Red Bunny's saying. I'm saying if you DV, we're supposed to be a couple. It's about us. You lost your job. I don't have a job, evidently. You were doing what you were supposed to be doing. You lost your job. You got fired. You quit. Whatever that happened, we fell on hard times. Now the lights are out. What do we do? Maybe I don't have family. Maybe you don't have family. But I got a baby in this house that needs the lights on. So the only person that I can think of who's doing okay is baby daddy. That's his child in this house too. Don't worry about what man's in this house. Your child is in this house. So what do we do? Because we don't want to put our pride aside and you don't want to put your pride aside and ask another man to get our lights on because we're in the dark. And fuck if we're in the dark, my child, his child, the child that you're supposed to love as your stepchild is in the dark.
You still don't
So
mean he's obligated to doing it.
huh?
That's what I'm telling you. I'm saying it still doesn't mean even if the child. This is what the point of the conversation is because it doesn't even matter if that's my child or not. You understand what I'm saying? You're married. You're married to someone. You live with someone. You're married to them, and it's their job to be
Shit
obligated to pay a
happens in life.
cookie.
You see how
Huh?
everybody
You
getting
just told me to calm down.
quiet?
You just told me to relax. So
Because shit
so
happens.
oh cookie. But
Brother
at the end of the
Jojo, hit that link.
hold on though, cookie. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to get you to see though is just because that is that man's child doesn't make him obligated to it. So the reason before you say anything, like Red Bunny said when she went back at the beginning, when she said that if her husband wouldn't let another man say that he's going to pay something and this and that. He wouldn't accept a penny. So that was my point to you. Like, don't you think that you got somebody else that you can go ask for this money or whatever to pay
Evidently
whatever
not.
bill? Cookie.
I'm just saying,
Other than,
okay.
other than,
She said my husband would go sell crack or work at McDonald's before he would allow
that's
me.
what I was saying, Uncle
Okay.
JoJo. That's what I said. Wait, hold on, Cookie. That's what
No,
I'm saying, Uncle
JoJo's
JoJo.
on my side when he says
No,
that.
no, no.
My
Hold
child
on,
would
Cookie.
suffer. Thank
Hold
you.
on.
See?
You is
Thank you.
you
Thank
is so.
you. No, let me just.
No, listen what he said. He said, "No way will." He said, "No way, my child will suffer." No, he didn't say, "No way, my child will suffer."
What?
He said, "Listen what he said. Listen what he said." He said, "No way, my child will suffer." Don't take that the wrong way.
No, you're taking it the wrong way.
I'm not taking it the wrong way because listen to what I'm saying. Cookie,
No. He said no.
Cookie, you talking over me. You're not even listening to me.
Stop. We
You're
can't
not.
both talk at the same time. Slow down.
Huh?
I keep listening to you, but you gotta let's play.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying,
Not reading what he's saying. You're reading
I
it
am
wrong.
reading what he's saying.
Go
I'm
hit this
telling you,
damn link, damn it, because I ain't gonna sit here and debate and argue
but,
about what I think you mean when you can.
right? Because okay, so listen, let's do it like this. So your thing is that you would believe. Keep reading, Cookie. Just keep reading. So your thing is that you believe that if you got a child by a man by another man, even though you married, that the lights is out. And you think that the baby daddy should pay it. Okay, that's your listen, that's what you think. And I'm on the other hand saying no, I don't think that the baby daddy is obligated to pay the bill in that house, even though this because he has a child there and you are married. That's
Okay,
what I'm
honey, I agree with you too. It do depend on the relationship that they have.
right.
Sis.
So
Um,
now if you right quick. So now, right quick, if you got, hold on. So right now, like at that point where Red Bunny is at, she was just now she's just saying. So she wouldn't let that the husband wouldn't allow another man to pay the bill. But as I said, I agree with her too. Also, on the other point, if that was the obligation and the ordinance in the beginning, and that was what they are,
can't mix the two. That's what I'm telling you. We're
I,
talking about
cookie. You're
stop
not
for a
finna
minute.
saying the words out my mouth before you jump in,
I
though.
want you to stop and let me say something every once in a
No,
while.
I know, but can you wait till after I'm done and
Go
let
ahead,
me say it?
go ahead, DV.
I was saying it and you messed it up already. Go ahead.
Okay, but what I'm saying is you keep saying the same
Go
thing. Oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm trying to
Just
get
sum it up. Go
that
ahead. I'm finna read. Go ahead. Say what you're saying. I'm finna read.
okay. Okay, let's start. Okay, we said about the McDonald's. JoJo said, "No way will I let my child suffer." And then he said, "Huh? I think it depends on the type of relationship they have with the ex that matters also." Joseph said, to sum it up, I pay the bill due to the circumstances. Thank you. So that's what I'm saying, because even though, yes, the man fell on hard times, the lights got cut off, for someone to say, and that goes for even if it's the man that got a child in the house and he wants to go to the baby mama.
But he still ain't obligated though.
Nobody's
It's not
talking
like
about,
he's obligated. That's what I was telling you in the get go.
but we're not talking about obligation. We're talking about you have a
Yeah.
child in that TV. Let me say what I'm saying, please. Stop interrupting.
Now you wanna okay.
No, because I let you say it, but let me get my point out. Please don't do that. What I'm saying is, regardless of how he lost his job, the fact is the lights are out and there's a child in the house. It makes me, it makes no difference. If I go to my family, if I go to my friend, I'm
You
going
should go to your family first.
I'm going to who, because maybe I know my family situation. They ain't got no money. My friends, they just lost their job. So I have a baby daddy, because this is that man's child as well. Regardless if I got a man, this is your child. My lights are out. You're not just paying my bills, because unless you come and say, well, I ain't got nothing to do with your life, but the baby can come stay with me.
Right.
Then I have to suck that up and let the baby go stay with you.
Yeah, that sounds better to me. That sounds better to me.
Man, that we're dealing with a woman. If they say, I want my child because you ain't got no lights out. My question is it okay to ask that baby mama or daddy, because a situation happened in your household where the lights is out and there's a child in the house?
No, Cookie.
The lights got to get cut on because the child is in the house.
Right. You still repeating the same question. That's the point. And the thing is that you say, but listen though, we're not gonna be able to hear each other out. You say it is. I say no, it ain't okay. Because you know what I'm saying? You should be able to ask somebody else in the family or whatever before you ask that baby daddy. And make yourself look. Hold on, Cookie. Hold on.
Okay, but you're making it so long.
Cookie, you just took about 10 minutes. Hold on. I'm just saying. You should be able to ask somebody else in the family before you even look like that. Before you even make yourself look like that. I mean, as a man, yeah, he could just go ahead and go pay the bill and just call it a day and leave it alone. He could just simply do that. But at the end of the day, or he could say, you know what? No, I'm not gonna pay that bill at that career. Great. I'm not gonna pay that bill. No, send my kids over here and they come and stay with me until y'all get that situation together.
Well, you ain't saying nothing like that until I said about the kids.
No. But that was this is the point.
Fuck the kids. Let them sleep in the dark. Let them eat in the dark. Let them play in the dark.
No, it doesn't mean so. It doesn't mean so. Damn your no. So it doesn't mean so. Damn your child. How was you saying damn your child when you say send the kid over to my crib, to the baby daddy crib?
Okay.
I'm talking to Uncle JoJo. I'm just saying.
I'm reading the chat. Okay, let's
So
say if you
yeah,
got the light, let's say there's no food in the house. Are
the
you gonna buy
same situation, Cookie.
okay. So, because like I
You
said,
married. You got a whole you got a whole husband at the crib. His
okay,
job is to take care of that.
I got
And
a prime example. Okay, I have a sister auntie. She don't have anybody in the family, but the one she don't like to help, but she still will. But she will give you a lecture. It's when you got
right,
a man in the house. She
right,
don't care what your situation is or what problems you in. You call and say, I need help, fine. But when you got a man,
right.
she hesitate. Blessing Sir Miguel.
So
How are
Miguel was good with it.
you? He
Right.
hesitate.
And I don't think you going and to be honest with you, Cookie, I don't think that you're gonna get these kind of services without anybody giving you a conversation and you telling them an explanation. I don't think nobody's gonna really
Me
just say,
as a
pay
human
the
being.
bill.
Me
Okay,
as a human being.
okay.
I don't care what the situation is with someone losing a job, if you got a significant other or not. When you tell me your lights are off, you don't have no food, you need gas money to get the kid to school, whatever. If it's something major like that, I don't care if you got a man in the house. Because I'm not doing it for you or that man. I'm doing it for that child. If you say
So
this
when
is
you say
fault, then
so when you say it's all
why
situational,
you
what
got a
you
job?
mean?
Why didn't you go do this? Because right there at that moment, there's no lights.
That's
So even
true.
if I say, like Red Bunny says, her husband would sell crack or work at McDonald's,
Damn.
you still gotta work 2 weeks before you get a paycheck, depending on if it's a bi-weekly check.
So how many people is gonna even let it go this far and get to that kind of situation before they even where is it they got to even go stoop down and go to that point of asking the baby daddy to give them some money so they could pay the light bill or whatever. So
You
because it's different it's different
you
ways you could
know what I'm
look at it. So hold on. Dang. It's different ways you could look at it, right?
saying?
So look at it like this, Cookie. Look at it like this, Cookie? Is it the wife? Is it her obligation as a woman or whatever? However the situation going home, is it her obligation to pay the bill and she just can't front it this time? Is it the man's job to pay that light bill in the situation and he can't front it this time? You know what I'm saying? Because he lost his job. So okay, it- it's the woman's job all the time. She paying the light bill. It's her obligation to pay it all the time. Now I would feel a little bit better. I would personally feel a little bit better if it was her obligation, the baby mama, to pay the bill all the time and she couldn't front it and come with it. So she say, baby daddy, can you give me or loan me this kind of money to pay the light bill or whatever this time because I don't want him to know that I ain't got the money or whatever. Talking about her husband. Yeah, I'll look out and be like, okay. I'll laugh at it and shit like that and call it and think it was funny as hell. But go ahead, I'll give it to her. You understand what I'm saying? And if she don't give it back and as a loan or whatever, I chop it up, call it a day. I ain't finna hound her for it. That's what I'm telling you. So it's more than one way to look at it. So when you think of it, so when the way I'm saying it, it might not sound the way you want it to sound like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not disagreeing with you and the fact of what you're thinking. It's just you never let me finish what I'm saying. But go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you speak on it. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just saying situations happen in life. Sometimes it's out of our control. Sometimes
Hmm.
we create them ourselves. So when a situation occurs and there's a problem, you're going to go to whoever you think you can ask to help to fix the problem. Like I said, I've never been in a situation where my lights were out or I got evicted or anything like that. But there's been times I had to call on my family for things.
To
And
pay a
I'm
bill though,
married.
to pay a bill though, have you ever been in that
Um,
situation where is it you had to ask your family
you
to pay
know,
a bill?
most of the time when I was in a situation,
Be
and
honest, be honest, be
I'm
honest.
always honest, that's why it's called Cookie the Real. I think I put myself out there more than anybody on this internet. I'm true about who I am. I don't
So
hold
answer the question: is it have
so
you ever had to, even
not
though not pay
no
all the bills?
to pay a bill. Well, actually, I wasn't married at this time, but I was young. I got myself in some trouble with it.
Look,
Which
answer the question.
but I got some trouble. Look, let me tell my stories, okay? Don't rush me to answer. We're not on the phone. We're on the line. So I got in a situation. I was very scared because an ex-boyfriend did a situation, and I got caught up in it, and I had to pay a fine. I didn't know I had this fine because like a year or two it went past, and I didn't know what happened of it. And then I got this thing in the mail saying I had to pay $300, or they was gonna
Wow.
put it out for my arrest. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I was young.
She's like, what the fuck?
I thought I was gonna go to jail. So I called and told my mom about it. I'm crying. "Ugh." She told me to call this auntie sister I told you about that always bails everybody out because she got it like that. And I called her and I explained to her what happened. And she said, okay, the check will be under the foot mat, your welcome mat in front of her door. She said it will be there when you come pick it up. Because she had to leave like 6:30 in the morning. So she said it'll be underneath the mat. And she gave me the $300 to pay this fine so that I could sit down and worry about going to jail. Now, what I would have went to jail, I don't know, maybe. It was, a little misdemeanor fine. But I had to ask. And at that time, I wasn't with that boyfriend anymore. I was with a new boyfriend. And I didn't want that new boyfriend to know, the shit that I had got myself into. I was missing.
I guess the way I'm looking at it too also is as in, let's say, like you say, you call it, right? You ask your mama for this money, right? Your mama, the first thing a mother or a father, first thing gonna say, well, what the hell? What's wrong with that nigga? Why he can't pay the bill? Especially if you never even said, and told them like, man, he lost his job, this and that and the third, it's gonna be hard.
So you said my new nigga should have paid for the
No, Cookie.
my old nigga.
I'm still talking about I'm still talking about the husband. No, I'm not talking about no niggas, this and that. I'm talking about, so that's just like, okay, you married, and even if you go ask your mama, your daddy, or and whoever you ask, the point is they anybody's gonna want an explanation and say, and they gonna say, well, damn, what happened with this nigga? What why he ain't on top of his business? What's going on? A person gonna really want to know what's
9
happening.
times out of 10, if you talking to a family member or a close friend,
They still want to know.
can I finish my damn sentence?
I wish you would let me finish my damn sentence. God, this is the real.
Jesus, Lord help me.
Lord, have two fathers of the Episcopals, pray for her.
They
Pray for
still
her, lady.
they most likely already know your living situation. They
Maybe.
already know the type of person that you are dealing with.
Maybe.
So most likely, yeah, they gonna give you a little lecture and gonna tell you need to do better, and they might say little bad things about the person you with, but they're gonna help you because why? They love you and it's family.
At the end of the day, that's at the end of the day, they'll help you. But they're not gonna most people ain't gonna do it without a fight. They ain't gonna do it without explanation. They ain't gonna most people, I mean, especially even with a girlfriend, even in a situation that you're not married and and it's just a girlfriend, boyfriend, and y'all living together type thing. Most people ain't gonna just give it to you like that without an explanation and knowing what the fuck is really going on. Ain't nobody. So at the end of the day, that's why I'm saying I'm not. I'm not saying that at the end of the day I wouldn't pay the bill or whatever, or buy food to put in that crib. No, who gonna let their kids starve?
And let me ask you this: when you say at the end of the day, are we talking about at the end of the day, or are we talking about at the end of the day when you feel like you're ready to give the money up to pay the light bill? Are you gonna let her suffer for maybe breaking up with you?
You said he breaking it down. So now you want to know how many days. Next, you gonna know how many days I'm gonna let this go by. How many months I'm gonna let this. No, we gonna let it go. No, I know where you go. Stop it, Cookie. No, you ain't gonna get me like that, baby.
I'm asking when you say stuff because you can't just throw things out there. You got to really explain yourself because the whole thing is helping others.
I'm explaining though. That's the situation.
You say at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna just
Yes,
because like come on, let me say this.
I'm letting you. I ain't saying
Like
nothing.
I
I
just
said
said,
it right.
my situation happened. I called my mom. She told me to call my auntie. My auntie didn't say, "Well, you're gonna have to wait till I get off work and think about this, and I'm gonna see if I want to do it or not." And have me dwelling on it. She said, "Okay." She said what she had to say, how I should have been on top of it, and then she said the check would be because this was like 8 o'clock at night when I had called her because the money had to be in that next day. And I mean, I was trying to figure it out for like 4 or 5 days before I even called my mom.
Yeah,
And then when I called my auntie sister that night at 8 o'clock, she said check will be under the mat.
but it still
So,
depends, Cookie, because a person could still at the end of the day, a person could say, you know, yeah, I give it to you. And then, like you saying, it might take a couple of days because, whatever, they payment day is or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I said, it still might take a couple of days for that to happen though, you know. And the person now they buckle down and say, you know what, I'm gonna give you this money. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go and pay at this time. And yeah, you're gonna have to pay me back. This and that and the third. What are you gonna do? I mean, you can't get mad at them if they tell you gotta pay them back and get them that money because you sitting at home with a
ain't no
whole
nothing about
with a
payment
whole, you
paying.
sitting at home with a whole man. You sitting at home with a husband. That's the only thing that's gonna go through somebody's head. That's the only thing that's gonna go through
Let's
somebody's
change
head.
this up a little bit because I'm tired of talking about the lights because I already see how you feel about it. Okay, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. Okay.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
I'm
oh
gonna be
Lord.
thankful for a cookie.
So you're going, you're changing seasons, right? Because it's kind of what you do. And your child calls and say, "Daddy, I seen this outfit I want. It costs $350. I need it for Friday. You don't get paid until that following Friday. What you gonna tell them to do? Wait, or you gonna go grind to try to find that money for her, or ask someone in the family to lend it to you till you get paid the
Yeah.
following week? Or what you gonna do? Tell her she gotta
Well,
wait?
like for one, like Uncle Jojo said, it's the situations. Me personally, yeah, of course I'm gonna go ask him to go try to borrow the money or grind it out, try to get the money, do some overtime or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna always do that. You know what I'm saying for my kids. But since we switching it up, it's still a different. It's different. Still a different scenario because my kids come to me and they said I need this outfit for graduation, this and that, or you know what I'm saying, a dance or something. I want this by this time and I need it by this day. That's kind of a little bit different situation than you calling it at the spur of the moment saying, okay, the lights went out and and um I need $300-400 to pay the light bill because I'm behind and the light bill needs to be paid. And then you call me and then now you gotta listen to me cuss your ass out and tell you, Cookie, if you was behind, I'm your baby daddy. Why you didn't fucking call me and tell me this before it got to this situation and tell me what's going on and let me know that your husband lost his job or and shit getting hard and now it's gonna be on you mostly right now at this point of given time or whatever. See, it's certain different situations. It's different aspects and different ways to look at it is all I'm trying to tell you. Because of he can because as your baby father he can be upset with you for not even coming, even though he got to bang it out. He might have been planning to take his girlfriend on the goddamn trip or do something for his woman. He might have been planning on buying him a brand new car. He might have been planning on buying him a motorcycle, doing anything. Now he got to stop what he's doing in order to accommodate you and what's going on under your roof, you and your husband and his child or kids, because he thought y'all had it under control. That's a that's a situation, Cookie. It's different ways to look at that. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I can't fully agree with you is all I'm telling you. And just say that he's and make it seem like he's obligated to do it just because he is the kid's father. That's what I'm telling you. I can't agree with that and say that.
I'm not saying that you're obligated.
Yeah, you acting like it though. Yes, you
I'm not
is.
saying
Yeah,
that.
since you got on here, you yeah.
Can I talk? I'm not
No, you
saying
cannot.
obligated. The point that I'm
Mm-mm.
thinking
Mm-mm.
that people may be missing out of this, regardless of who lost their job, why I didn't come and tell you, hubby lost his job, blah, 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 blah. The point is, it's a child in the house with no lights.
Okay.
Let's
And
say
I'm
I'm a
gonna
crackhead, okay? Let's say he's a fucking crackhead. So everybody know we're crackheads. So
okay.
now the lights is out. So
That's
now,
even fucked up
okay, all
even more.
you keep telling me I should stop smoking crack. I need help. Go to rehab. Blah, blah, blah. This don't make no damn sense. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'm going to listen to that because, yeah, I'm
Now I
so
better not hear everybody around the YouTube street talking about Cookie a
I
crackhead.
don't give
Now
a
you
fuck.
straighten that shit out.
Long cookie, no cookie ain't no crackhead. But right now, I'm a crackhead, okay? And my lights
Oh
is off.
Lord.
And my husband a crackhead and alcoholic. And we
Not
ain't
me,
got no
y'all. She talking about her other husband.
out.
Not me.
And we got a baby in the house. So either call children youth on my ass or give me the fucking money. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Bottom line is there's still the child in the house with no light.
Okay, so
Fuck what you
see,
think about me.
okay, so be for real, for real. Now, okay, let's tone it down. Let's tone it down for about 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, listen. Now think about it. Now you just, Lord have mercy. Lord. Hey, look. So let's look at it like this. Okay, so just think about it. Now, don't give me no long, drawn out ass answer, because you know Cookie, she loved her answers to float cloud nine. Listen, like I just said a minute ago, I asked you. I said, has it ever been a situation where Nas ain't where he didn't pay the bill? I ain't say on time or nothing.
We pay our bills
Where
on
he
time.
just where he it doesn't matter. I didn't say on time or not. Cookie, be
Listen,
quiet. Cookie, be quiet. Be woman. Don't you raise your voice at me in my house. Listen, no, I'm just playing. Look, but I'm saying, it hasn't been a time, right? Where Nas ain't paid the bill, and he had to and then you had to, I mean, personally call somebody else because he lost his job or whatever the situation may be, and then you had to make some calls and say, look, I need y'all to pay this bill over here because of this and that, and the kids ain't got no lights or the kids ain't got no food, need food. See, when you ask for food, it's a different situation. That ain't, that's nothing. That's nothing. Anybody in the family will come and bring food. A friend to come bring food, but to pay a bill, that might be a whole different thing. If it's never been a situation like that, then you might not understand, baby, where I'm coming from with this conversation. Straight up,
no, I
because
never.
I think that's pretty embarrassing. I would think. I
God
would think.
damn, can I talk?
No, you cannot on your own show. No, and I would think that's pretty embarrassing. If my baby mama, if she called me right now and she say that she need money to pay the light bill, and I know she got a nigga at home, and this nigga was supposed to be doing, I would feel like, what the fuck?
Okay,
I
so
would
I
really.
should worry about being embarrassed
It don't
versus
matter if it's my child. I don't care. That's not the point.
you
He
cannot.
over there. I'm talking to Uncle Joe. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about. It don't
Well,
matter.
you're-
He obligated. He stepped up to the plate. He took a position of taking care her and her kids before you even
what?
think about. I'm talking to Uncle Jojo. Be quiet, Cookie. Before you even think of it as my child. The point in factor is you stepped up to the plate as a man and
Stop
you said that, be quiet, Cookie. Dang. You said that you was gonna take care of my baby mama and her kids.
it.
So
No,
that
he
leaves
did
me.
not say
So
that to
that
you.
doesn't mean that.
Jojo
Would
did
you
not.
stop talking?
I'm gonna take care of your ex-woman and your child.
I
So
don't like you, Cookie.
now
I
you ain't
swear I
gotta do
don't like
shit
you.
for that
I
child because
don't like you.
I'm the man
I
of the house.
promise. I don't like you,
He didn't
Cookie.
say that.
I'm real.
He said, I'm taking
I'm
your
real
woman.
good. I don't like you,
That's
Cookie.
it.
No, I'm
He
not.
said, I'm gonna take your child. He said, I'm taking your
I'm not
woman.
fucking with you. I do not like this woman. I promise y'all. Y'all pray for her and her surgery. pray for this woman, her knee surgery, because she's not nothing getting to her goddamn head right now. Lord Jesus.
Oh my God.
I'm telling the doctor, I'm coming to see you. I'm telling the doctor to do something with your head.
Listen, I get it. I get it, DD. I get it.
I think that both of our points, it actually is legit. I
No,
mean,
I'm
because at the end of the day, that I'm still pay it, Cookie. At the end of the day, I'm gonna pay it. It's just I'm not gonna pay it without talking
head
shit.
tight. You're making my head tight. I get it.
She said I hate it tight.
Because I don't care what the situation is. If my ex called me, if he had the children, and I don't care how many women he had, how many he's been with, how many he got at the present time. If that child is staying with him and he calls and say, I got myself in a situation and ain't no lights in the house. I'm like, what the fuck?
That motherfucker say, okay, Charleston White.
I'm gonna say, what the fuck? What you mean ain't no lights in the house? And he gonna give me his sad story about whatever the situation is. I'm gonna say, okay, but I think that's real fucked up. But how much is it? And this is what I got. Is that gonna take care of it? Or okay, I got it all. Because I'm gonna remember, no matter what he put himself in, my daughter or son is now in it too.
I'm about to stop fucking with you, Uncle JoJo. So you telling me, Uncle JoJo, you think this is why I'm not married, huh? This is why I'm not married. Is what you saying, Uncle JoJo?
This is wrong.
Man, this is wrong, man. I'm not gonna be your friend no more, Uncle JoJo. Remember, I'm your nephew. You supposed to be man.
Because think about it, 9 times out of 10, if that other parent had a situation, I mean, because you don't know if there was court order, like Red Bunny said. We don't know if the parent just, maybe they still live at home with their mother or father or living with a friend, and they can't take the child. It's all situational. We don't know.
Most baby mamas who got a good, friendly type of relationship with their kid's father, I will say this. They don't have no problem with asking their baby daddies that kind of question and having him to do shit or whatever. Because in those situations, Cookie, hear me out. Most baby daddies that's cool with like me, right? You feel me? I got Niecy.
Watch what you say. I can replay. I can replay.
Okay. Well, she'll tell you this though. What I'm saying is though, most cool baby daddies like me and my baby mama, you feel me? Then when I was cool with her baby dad, I mean with her boyfriend when he was around, you understand? They wasn't married, but he was her boyfriend or whatever. Now, as long as he been around helping support her and my kids or whatever, I never known him to ask nothing. I never known her to ask me for shit. Not a motherfucking thing. Okay, not nothing. But if she would have did, I mean, because me and her has a friendly relationship, I probably would have been like, right? That's really that's what I'm not moving the goalpost, man. Be quiet. I wouldn't. I'm like, man, that's what really happened. Yeah. I mean, I probably would have done it. You feel me? I would have done it because me and her cool like that.
But it doesn't matter if you're cool like that with her or not.
No, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
The child.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So
and it depends on how old my kids is. If they small, then I might do it anyway. But if they teenagers, then I might say fuck them kids.
Jesus. Okay, so if y'all wasn't cool and y'all had a fucked up relationship, but you got kids, and she called and say that, then you gonna say fuck you and the kids? And no,
because I'm gonna say go. You better get it out that damn child support that you've been getting every month. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say what the fuck was child support for? That's what I'm gonna tell. Call me Charleston White, nigga.
So now you talking about child support. See, you gotta watch what you're saying. So now you're talking about child support. You take the money that you give for child support to pay bills, and your child's going to school for hair nappy, beat up shoes, stinking, dirty clothes, passed out clothes from a neighbor down the street.
You ever received child support? You ever got child support? I ain't gonna put your business out here. I just asked a simple question. You ain't gotta answer.
No, I never had to put my children's father on child support because they paid.
Okay, there you go. So now But a lot of these females, Cookie, they get child support from their baby daddies. Now, can you imagine? Okay, just think about it. Be realistic. You get child support every month from your child or whatever. Okay. Now now he might he might now look he might look out for the he might
Miguel.
wait Cookie wait Cookie I know I'm watching now he might now let's say you got birthdays Christmases you got Halloweens or whatever other day okay and he might look out for the kids do stuff in between the year or whatever
I'm gonna pee myself.
I, go piss, Cookie. Go piss, cause you about to break. Cause you about to break my nerve on the real. You trying to? I see. Here we go with this again. I'm only 5'4", so I see what you're trying to do. Damn. Why you always throwing me off every time I want to talk?
Cause you
I
just
don't
keep
like you. I swear to
yourself.
God, I don't
What
like
your
this
mouth.
woman.
I'm trying to save you.
No, you're not saving me. I'm talking, and you're not. You're not.
The
I
hell?
don't need you to save me, though. I don't need you to save me. I don't even know.
I can't even think.
I don't even need you to save me. What is you saving me for?
Somebody give
I
me the
think
list.
I'm drunk.
I can't even think.
I know how to do push-ups.
I'm trying to help.
I don't need you to help me. I need you to stop throwing that fish net out. I don't need your help. Damn.
Ike.
Hey, would anyone likes to invest into Cookies? Can y'all hit her cash app and invest into to her fish bait? Please. Can y'all invest into her fish bait? Cookie got her own fish bait out called Cookie for Real. Cookie for Real fish bait.
Listen,
This
DB.
is what she wanted to do, Miguel. This is what she wanted to do tonight. I told her, don't touch me.
Miguel said, first I'm going to repeat what my brother just said. Stop moving the goalposts. Respectfully, Mr. Miguel said, respectfully, I'm going to do for my kids, regardless,
He
man
can't eat, so
or
he can't.
no man, etc. She doesn't have to ask. Because when he dropped off that baby at 7:30 p.m. and seen
Fuck
the
that baby.
was pitch dark, he said,
Fuck
baby,
that baby.
it might be a situation
And
going
fuck that baby mama. Fuck that baby and fuck that baby mama. Who gives a damn?
You don't
Nobody
mean
gives a fuck.
you don't mean that because even as a teenager
Fuck
still
them kids. Nobody care. Shit.
you don't mean that.
Shit. You should have been with that nigga. You should have been with me.
So you damn, see?
That's your problem. You should have been with me. You left me for that nigga.
He's still hurt that he ain't got
Shit, you should have been with me though.
on that subject then. Why did you leave? Because you didn't pay the
You
light.
put me out. Why you put me out? Why you put me out, Cookie? Because I'm 5'4".
You didn't pay the light bill.
She wait till all these months. She wait till 3-4 years later to decide I'm too short for her. Ain't that a bitch?
Oh Jesus Lord.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I just think that
One thing I noticed, you haven't said that you love me through this whole, but you know what? I'm not, but I know you do though. It's cool. It's
you
cool.
want to take a poll?
Yo, who?
You want to take a poll?
No, pause. That's what I want to do. I want you to pause.
So the only thing I was trying to understand or get an answer to is that do it really matter? You know, are we to say who's to blame? You know, a situation happens in life because everybody can fall on hard times and things happen. Not everybody is fortunate enough to pay their bills on time. And, you know, some people are living paycheck to paycheck. Some people can't even wait for the next paycheck and they broke after they got paid. So situations will happen in life and you would like to know that someone has your back regardless of your situation to understand that times are hard. Not everybody is blessed to handle their business.
All I'm saying is though, I got a real, and you know, I told you, I got a real cool baby mama, and she'll tell you, and she'll tell you though, she just And plain and simple, whether you agree with it or not, she'll tell you she don't ask me for shit.
But
It's
it's not.
not that not that she don't not it's not about I guess it's not because she don't think I don't have it or whatever. She just never asked me for shit. When she was in relationships with guys or whatever, she just never asked me for shit. So maybe the situation is because I'm not used to it, Cookie. Like I was saying, you know what I mean? Maybe the situation because I'm not used to my BM asking me for nothing and she got a guy. And my baby mama, she's not married now. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she still never asked me for nothing as long as she
On
had
a
those
serious
guys
note,
around. I
okay,
just do what I did.
okay. On a
You
serious
guys, you
note, then
guys,
we're
you
gonna
guys.
we're gonna move the boat. The
He said
goal.
you got huh?
We're gonna on a serious note. We're gonna move the goalpost to something serious, and to make help other people understand something. So when you say she never asked you for anything,
Hmm.
do a person have to ask you?
Cookie, see that's what I'm talking about. Now you really moving to go. It's not about is they do they have to ask me. No, they don't have to ask. I'm just saying that she never did. It's not like she have to ask. I didn't say that. It's not like she have to ask in order for me to do something. Because once the kids get a certain age on their own, they gonna ask for their own self. They not waiting on mama to ask for nothing,
That's
right?
not always true. I
That's
don't-
that.
I can't put out too much, because it's not my business to tell. But I know a child who loved her father. He could do no wrong, and and he was a deadbeat. He, I ain't gonna say too much. He was a deadbeat, but he was to me because I feel like any man that don't work is a deadbeat. I don't give up. But sometimes the situation called, especially when you're at a certain age, he did the cooking, the cleaning, um, homework. Did the things with the kids, but the woman worked, right? She paid the bills. She made sure she kept things intact.
Oh,
As
so he was.
time got on and this child was getting older, and then she starts seeing mom's the one that keeps the lights on, mom's the one that pays the
Mhm.
bills and buy my clothes and all that good stuff. And as she got old enough to work, when she was 16, 17, she's realizing daddy's coming to me asking, yo, can I get $10? Get
Mhm.
get this, can I
So
get
he was the bitch. So he was the bitch.
right? So then it comes
Yeah.
to where she never, as a teenager, because you talk about teenagers, she
Right.
didn't go to him and say, Dad, can you get me something? Because she started seeing dad was a deadbeat.
Right.
Mom was the real one. You know what I'm saying? Mom
Right.
was making sure the shit was handled.
But
But
you got to be careful with that too, Cookie. Not to cut you short. I'm just saying, right and quick. You got to be careful with that too because men have egos, right? And on some serious, I'm for real. You got to be careful with that because a man always wants to feel like he can accomplish and do things even if he can't do it. So he still wants his daughter or son. He wants his child, period, to come and ask him for anything. You know
how the
what I'm
fuck you
saying?
gonna come
So
and
if
ask?
he don't, so even if he don't have it,
How
so
am I
even
how
so
am I
even if
gonna come and ask you for someone I know you ain't
so
got the
cookie, hold up, damn. So even if he don't, just let cookie. So even if he don't have it, like you said earlier, he, that's like her way. That's the child's way of saying, "Hey, get on the grind. I need this. I want that." You see what I'm saying? So
job?
because a man wants to feel like he can be able to do it. Now, if it just come point blank down, he can't do it. I can't get it. He's
Okay.
supposed to,
Why
as
couldn't
a
you
man,
have
he's supposed to come.
stop?
He's supposed to come.
Pause as you put it.
God,
Why you didn't have that same energy when the lights was out?
no,
You
I do. No, I actually. But look, we go
Not
back on
you,
look.
but the
No,
husband that's at the house with your child.
no, I do.
He thought he could
Listen,
handle it. He thought he thought,
Cookie, you
I
can't go back.
have
Okay,
to
look,
take care of it.
look. What
It
I'm
didn't
saying
out.
is,
Now the lights is
right.
out.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, it goes the same way. You got to, it's got to be ahead of time. You know what I mean? You can't just come with the spirit of the moment. Don't know, man. You remember Kim told you. Remember Kim? Remember Kim told you.
You know
He
that's what
told
life is, right?
Kim. I mean, Cookie.
You know what
Cookie.
that's life, right?
Okay, Cookie. Hold up. Slow it down. I'm saying. I'm trying to slow it down. Hold on. I'm saying. Remember what Kim told you. He told you don't no man like for nobody to come and tell at the spur of the moment, at the last minute. Don't like for that spirit of that last minute shit. So at least if you come and you say something and make me aware of it a week ahead of time, now I got time to be mad about the shit, fuss about it, talk shit. Now I got time to calm my ass down and really pray on it, think about it, and say, you know what I'm saying, Sir Miguel? I got time to fucking to
No,
you know,
Summer, I
but
don't
but
understand what you
but
said.
but waiting, but what Cookie stop. But waiting at the last minute though. You see what I'm saying? Because I gotta get this off my chest. I gotta get this out the way because this is the way I'm feeling. Because me as in DVY, this is this is the way. I don't care what Uncle Joseph say. I'm saying this is the way I'm thinking. This is the way I'm thinking as DBY. You feel what I'm saying? This is the way I'm thinking, and there's a lot of more people out here that's just like me that think like that. That be
Uh-huh.
like that's gonna be like what I'm saying. Listen, Cookie, it's a lot of more people out here that's just like me that think like that and gonna say, well, that's gonna say, well, you know what? I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna go ahead and pay that bill. I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
I don't know no men that's gonna say nothing like that. But
You
what I'm
said, what you mean you don't know no men? You know them. You just don't know them. But you know 'em.
okay, but okay. So you said no man wants to hear nothing at the last minute. You don't think a woman want to hear that shit? You think the woman want to hear at the
Oh,
last minute,
Cookie.
baby, I can't
You,
pay the light bill?
here we go. Here we go. We was
So
talking about, but we was okay. But we was talking about the man lost his job, right? And we was talking about the fact that now you already know the man lost his job and he couldn't pay the bill. So he lost his job 2 3 weeks a month ago or whatever. He couldn't pay the bill. He
so
didn't have cookie. The man lost his job 2 weeks, 3 weeks a month ago or whatever. He couldn't pay the bill. You knew he couldn't pay the bill. Now you go and ask your family or you ask your baby daddy to
no,
come and
I
pay
didn't
that.
want him to pay the bill
Yes,
because he
you did. You
listen,
came and asked your baby daddy to pay that bill, Cookie.
I want to
That's
figure it
what you did.
out, handle it. I got this,
You
baby.
asked your baby daddy, Cookie. The conversation was because you asked your baby daddy basically to come in, step in, and pay that motherfucker bill because your man, your husband, or whatever couldn't pay that bill. That is what you did, Cookie. Yes, you did. That you asked that was the question you asked initially. Yes, he was. I
I don't
ain't
even
crazy.
know where you're going with that. Yes, I did, but I'm saying
Yes, you did.
my
So how
husband
you
or my living boyfriend.
your husband? We was talking about your husband in the get go. So but even if it was your husband or your boyfriend,
Living
but even if it was your husband or your boyfriend,
It
you
don't matter.
came
We did
in
it
and
together.
you asked your baby daddy to
Yeah,
pay that bill. You
yeah,
asked your baby daddy or to pay that bill. and
yeah.
you wanted to know would he do it or not. And the whole thing in the uproar is he gonna do it because that's his kid still
Actually, the
or not?
question is it wrong to ask the ex to do it?
Yes. Okay. So at the end of the day,
Hi, my beautiful Carla. I love you.
Carla,
Hey,
I don't like you.
Carla.
Carla,
Can
I don't like you if
you
you finna come in here start trying to get up here and you trying to start
I need
being.
I need to know if
No,
I'm wrong or
Carla,
right
don't
on
get. If
this.
you get up here and you start trying to side with Cookie and everything, just let me know.
She's not gonna side with me. She's gonna tell the truth.
And why
She's
you call her boo? Why you ain't say hi to me? Hey, Carla,
why would I call you boo? I didn't call her
I'm
boo.
talking. You should call me boo. What the
Oh, you
fuck?
said I call her, then call you boo.
I'm
Why
talking
was
to Carla. I'm not
she
talking to you.
DV? Ain't that your name? DV? I'm her boo.
You don't even call. Why you don't call me boo no more?
Who?
You.
Well, I ain't never called you no damn boo. Look, don't be fronting in front of don't front in front of
You
company.
did call me boo before. You called me a lot of things, but I ain't gonna say the rest of them. But you did. You called me a lot of things. Why you get quiet?
Carla, now don't you give me your righteous answer. Give me your real down the earth girl. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, but you give me the truth. Are you
No, Carla, stay right there where you at, Carla. Nope, don't you get up here, Carla. Nope, we're not going. Nope,
beautiful? Beautiful.
I do better, Carla. I will do better. I will Google it. Don't worry about it. I Google it. Don't worry
Beautiful.
about it.
Beautiful. This is the question. I don't. Oh damn! What I do? I don't know.
Tell her the question.
Stop because oh my god, cancel. I'm doing.
Don't mess up now. What you
I
doing?
know. Um.
Go ahead.
Beautiful.
I'm put on mute right quick. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm on mute right quick.
Thank Jesus. Thank God for beautiful. Beautiful. You and your boyfriend or husband is living together. You're like he lost his job. Okay. He lost his job. Your lights get cut off. Do you call your baby daddy and ask him for the money to get the lights cut on? If yes, why? If no, why not? Because some people think because you have a man in the house, husband or boyfriend, it's his responsibility to keep the lights on. I say, yes, that's true. But shit happens. So now what do we do? Because there's a baby in the house with no lights. So you got to ask somebody. I choose to ask baby daddy. Am I wrong? Should I feel embarrassed? Should he be mad that I'm asking him? Should boyfriend be mad that I'm asking him? What do you think? So while we wait for her to respond or for her to hit the link, I'm going to just say what I said earlier. It doesn't matter what the situation is. It is what it is. And baby is in a house with no lights. She says, Carla Beautiful says, I wouldn't, but I don't like to ask for anything. I would do what I need to do to find a way to pay, but I don't see anything wrong with someone asking. So I'm taking that as she's going to, like she said, do what she got to do. But if you ain't got the money and your lights are off, you need those lights on today.
So you gonna ask your baby daddy point
Early
blank? You
tomorrow
gonna
morning.
ask your baby daddy to pay the bill, even though you married and you got a man live at home, Carla, or a boyfriend, whatever. Especially if you got a husband, you at home. You got a husband at home. You gonna ask your baby daddy to pay the bill? That's yes or no. I just want to know that, and I'm shutting the freak up.
I don't understand what's the
I'm
difference.
talking to I'm talking to
I know
Carla. I'm not
Carla
talking to
can't
you.
talk. She's writing unless she hits the
Well,
link.
she can hit the link. She can hit the link, and I'll shut up.
You told her to say where she was at. So anyway,
Okay.
I'm saying I don't see what the
Said
difference.
that. I ain't mean it.
I oh my God. I'm saying I don't think that it matters if you're married or if you're just a boyfriend. The lights are out. Miss Carla says, I think it's the right
There
thing
you go.
to ask
Oh,
the
my bad. Go ahead.
you had a child with, but I personally wouldn't.
Right.
So
And what, 'cause-
on you. So then
because
what y'all
that's
gonna do?
what,
Light candles? Use
because,
flashlight? How long
because
we
at
got
the end of the day,
that
at the
on?
end of the day, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing and that's the first thing, Carla. That's
There's
embarrassing.
that's
That's
your
hold
house.
on, Cookie.
It's
Hold
dark
on, Cookie. Hold
and
on,
it's
Cookie.
nighttime.
Cookie, hold on, hold on. Hold on, Cookie. I'm saying that's for one. That's for one, Carla. That is embarrassing, right? That's embarrassing. For two, is because it's that man's job that obligated himself to be the man of the house, and you know what I'm saying, and take care of your child or whatever. He stepped into play to be to play as and act as a stepfather or whatever. But like you said, you
I
wouldn't. But
said we both
hold
crack
up, Cookie,
up
Cookie,
the
slow
light.
down, Cookie, slow down, slow down. But
No,
at the end, of, Cookie,
sense.
just slow down. But at the end of the day, Carla, if you ask that man to pay the bill, I mean, even though he might fuss about it, a real nigga, he gonna pay that bill. But he gonna do it after he fuss about it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead, Cookie. Go
Beautiful
ahead.
said, I'm going to find me a hustle to pay to pay and maybe see if my child can stay with my mom or someone for a couple of days until I take care of it.
Bang. Bam, bam, bam.
I don't want to hear nothing about no bam because you ain't
Like
said
a
nothing.
match to it. Like a match to it.
I don't want to
Come
hear
on,
nothing.
Carla. The price is right. Come on up, Carla. Now you can come up. Come on, Carla.
I don't want to hear no bam or
The price is right. Come on, Carla. Come up here and light a match to it, baby. Nope, Cookie, you ugly. You got a
that.
big head, Cookie. No,
Stop cutting
I'm
me
not.
off. Stop
I
doing
don't
that because I didn't forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
like
Because you said nothing about no child being removed from the house or coming to get the child until I said it. You were just saying no all the way. So don't act like it's bam because she said it and because I think somebody else said it. You were saying no. So don't the taking the child out the house. You never said until I mentioned.
no. I never said it until you mentioned it. But I also said right behind that, Cookie. See how you don't be paying attention? You know what your problem is, Cookie? You
That's
don't
right.
listen. You know what your problem is, Cookie? You don't listen. You don't listen. Because I said right behind that, I said, no, you made a good point. Didn't I say that, Uncle JoJo? I said, Cookie, you made a good point. I said, because you can do either or and take the child up out the house and the child come go stay with the father or whatever in that case. I said that already. I said it about 30 minutes ago. Yes, I did.
I know you did, but you're missing the point of what I'm saying. From the
Oh,
beginning of the question, when you gave your answer, that should have been your response because you are the ex.
how it should have been my response? Who you think you're controlling, Cookie?
Because
No.
you are
What are you talking about? How you controlling somebody and telling them what their response should have been?
because
No,
that's your child in the house in the dark.
it don't matter. That's why you ain't got no kids by me in the first place because
Honestly,
we
my
would have
child
problems.
would probably never find out.
Cookie,
Miss Carla.
Cookie, I wouldn't even tell nobody that you was my baby mama. Nah.
So, Miss Carla, if you didn't have no family and you knew your friends just lost
There
their
you
job,
go, Carla. I'm sorry. There you go, Carla. That's what I'm trying to get Cookie to understand. That the point of the demographic of where I'm coming from is that your child's father would never the fuck even know that you in this problem situation was going. Carla, would you come up here? You know what? No, I'm not moving the goalpost. Oh, Carla, would you tell JoJo to leave me alone? Uncle JoJo, leave me alone.
oh,
Carla, oh, Carla on her way. She coming home from. Carla, come on, hit that link. She on her way from home. On her way from work, I think.
she said, but I'm not saying that's the way it should be. I'm saying that that's me because of my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I'm
that's
trying
what
to
I'm
figure
saying.
out for all these prideful people and these embarrassing people, where does that leave the child?
It's listen, fuck them kids. Now listen. No, what I'm saying is on for real. I'm not saying fuck the kids, fuck the kids. I'm just saying that you gotta understand. It's a difference, it's different ways to look at it, Cookie. All I'm telling you is I'm not telling you that you're wrong for thinking and feeling that way. I'm just saying that it's a difference. You gotta think about it's a difference when you think about kids that's 5 and under or whatever or under like that. You got to think about it. It's a difference when the kids are 10 and plus 14, 15, 16 and you talking about kids and you talking about the lights out in the house and everything like that. And you know, and then you got to depend on the baby, and you going to your baby daddy asking him to pay the bills and stuff like that. You know, with some teenage kids and shit, motherfucker gonna be like, shit, I don't give no fuck, and shit.
I, I don't think nobody's gonna think that because they're
Yes,
teenagers.
they
'Cause
will,
it's still
Cookie.
your responsibility.
They gonna say what they gonna do is Cookie. Undoubtedly, they gonna send the kids. Well, go over your cousin house, go over your sister brother house, go over your auntie house, uncle. Go somewhere, especially if they teenagers. They you shaking my damn head. Shit.
Oh
Shit.
my god!
Yeah. Especially if they're teenagers. Because if they teenagers, guess what? They can get their ass on the bus and go to fuck where they going and go wherever. Go to school and then after school go to uncle crib, auntie crib, whatever, cousin, sister crib, whatever. Go over there because the lights out for a few days. Until the lights come on. When the lights come back on, then y'all can bring y'all ass back home. Yes, at the end of the day. But you're not gonna sit up there and make yourself look goofy as hell, calling your baby daddy, telling him the problem or whatever, unless you sitting up here. What is the situation that bad? What is you taking care of this nigga that's at your house, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever? You taking care of him?
Oh,
And you
sorry,
let
sorry, Carla. I probably baby. I dazed out for a minute. Listen to DV. Hey, beautiful. I love you.
you say there's no family around Charleston White.
Look, DB, I am not agreeing with what you're saying.
I don't care. I don't like you. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm okay with because I think what you say, dude, they sound a little crazy.
I'm doing it on I'm doing it on purpose, but go ahead.
I hope so because I'm sorry, it does sound a little crazy. This is what I'm saying. I don't think it's anything wrong with any woman who would do that, but I wouldn't.
There you
And
go.
I wouldn't do it because it doesn't have anything to do with embarrassment or any of those things. For me, it would have to do with a principle and
Right.
the fact that my child's father should know that it takes money to take care of children. And if you don't think enough yourself to provide for your children, I'm never going to come to you and ask you to do something to provide for your children. I'm
Right.
going to make sure I provide it. Because if you were providing on a consistent basis, I shouldn't be in no situation where I need you to do that in the first place.
But
Another man being in a house or whatever it is has nothing to do with what your responsibility is as a father. So if he was providing consistently on a regular basis for his child, not taking into consideration that it's another man in the house, because that man in the house is not technically responsible for financially taking care of the responsibility that you made with me. Now,
if
what
he
that
marry
man,
her, he is. If he
okay,
marry
listen,
her, he
no,
is.
listen to what I'm about to say. He does it because it's a bonus, not because it's a necessity. The parent should be providing a necessity, which means me and the
That's true.
person I created the child with. That
That's
other
true.
person there is the bonus. So if that person was doing what they needed to do in the first place for the child that I created with that person before I got with this other person, then I shouldn't even be in a position where I would even need to ask him. So part of being in that position is not just my responsibility. It's not just the responsibility of the person I'm with. It's also his responsibility because his child
Yeah.
is in there. And if
Yeah.
he hasn't been consistently providing on a regular basis to ensure that all of those things are met, I'm not going to go to him in no time of need and ask him that because I'm going to feel like you negated your responsibility all of this time. And that's just my reasoning. But I don't see anything wrong with a woman going to go ask that because it is the man's reasonable service to take care of his child. I just wouldn't be able to do it because I would, in the back of my mind, it would be like I wouldn't even be in this situation to have to ask you for anything if you were providing consistently.
So again, Carla, so that's my whole point. If you want to be on the up and up for real, so that's my whole point. You're married. You're married to a man. This man, these kids are not his, right? Okay. Especially depending on where he came into place in them kids' life and stuff like that. It's a difference when the man come into place and he there when the kids are babies compared to when the kids are teenagers. Let's be honest. Okay. So
Difference.
it's a it's a difference. It's a big difference. So so the man say the bill is need to be the light bill, gas bill, whatever need to be paid. And um and the woman and he lost his job. The husband. The husband that's there with the baby mama. The husband, he lost his job. You understand? And she, for one, he lost his job. He should be the motherfucker Cookie that go around asking everybody in his motherfucking family. Let me put that out there. He should be the one that go around asking his family and everybody else so he can loan some money to help pay the bill to get him back on his feet or whatever the case may be. You understand? Because he got some kind of money going on, and he gonna be using that money to stay on his little hustle or whatever he doing to get by day to day, use it for gas money, whatever. But he can't pay the bill though. So that's forcing you to
Yeah.
believe that that's forcing you to believe that he can't pay the light bill or gas bill or whatever. So you turn around and you say, well, you go to your family, or instead you don't go to your family, you go to your baby daddy. You asking your baby daddy for the money to come and pay this bill. A lot of niggas gonna be like, hell no. Some niggas gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, okay, I go ahead and do it. That's all I was saying. I'm not saying that undoubtedly in the end that a nigga won't pay it because those is kids, especially if they have a good relationship or whatever. You
But
saying,
DB, it shouldn't matter if they have a good relationship
I
or
know
not
you
because
saying,
the
I know
kids
that's what you're
and
saying.
right, it's the kids and they should and
Yeah,
like
but
I
it
told
depends on
you,
how old those kids is too, though.
well,
Carl, that's
well,
what I'm
well,
saying.
BB, I think what happens a lot of the times in a lot of situations, and this is just from my personal opinion, a father of children with another woman that he ends up with another woman, and the man ends up with another woman, right? That sometimes that father thinks that he don't have to assume the same responsibility for his children because there's another man in the house, and that is not true. That father
Yeah,
should still be contributing the same way.
but he is contributing. He paying child support. He doing whatever he has to do throughout the year. He doing whatever he has to do throughout the year. He paying child support or whatever. It's not his obligation to pay. He's not obligated though.
No,
Which
no,
means
wait a
I'm
minute,
saying
wait a
he
minute.
don't have to.
Okay, Cookie, what's the scenario? You said that he is doing all of this contributions and stuff like that?
No,
The
it's just a question. Go ahead, Cook.
it's where it's a mother and a child,
Mm-hmm.
a boyfriend or husband, whichever one you want to look at it at. He loses his job. Now, it wasn't really stated on if she worked or not. I'm assuming she doesn't work. And he was taking care of the household. Or maybe she got a little part time job. I don't know. But he lost his job and the lights are now out. Is it okay for her to go to her ex and ask for the money to get the lights cut back on?
I think it's okay for her to do it. I think it's okay for. I was just I'm saying me in a situation. I'm saying why I wouldn't, but I think that it is okay for her to go and ask him. But I think this is what I think she has to take into consideration before going to go ask him. I think she
Right
needs to take into consideration how her husband or boyfriend that she's with now will feel about her going to go
there, you
ask,
go.
because that could cause some problem between the two of
Exactly.
them. He could be trying to do something to try to figure out how to pay that bill because he might not want that man to know
Exactly.
that he is not able to do it. And then by her going to go ask him now, you have kind of invited, even like I said, even though the child is the responsibility of both parents equally. I had to have a conversation about this today. So
Even
this is
if,
like,
even if, so even if,
right.
because even if she had to ask, because even if she went to her family and asked, it goes the same way as what you just said. Even if it was
Well,
family,
no,
it
okay,
doesn't
okay,
matter.
wait a minute, DB, wait a minute. Because if she went to go ask her mother or her father, I think that her husband or boyfriend that she's currently with and living with might not be as hurt.
Exactly.
His ego might not feel as bad. than her having to go ask another man who she has once been intimate with to give her money. And I
Right.
understand that is the father of the child. And I'm not
Right.
saying that it is the wrong thing to do. What I'm saying is that needs to be taken into consideration, and you need to weigh how this might impact your relationship from you doing that.
Exactly.
If that man is not okay with that,
So it
because
don't
a
make it
lot
right.
of men, would go out and pop and do whatever it is that they needed to do in some situations before they would want their woman to go back and ask any man for anything.
Okay. Okay, Uncle Jojo, that's how I'm thinking, Uncle Jojo. What if there is no family around? It's just these two people and the baby's father. But okay, Miss Carla, you said
Jojo, you need to take your
It's a
cat
little
off
bit different,
because I
but
don't know why you're yelling. I see in some of these messages that
always
you
right like
have,
that
I see in some of these messages that you have lowercase, but it seems like your last messages was uppercase. I need you to do something about
too.
that.
He's doing that, huh?
but even if she did have family around, I'm saying, like I said, Carl, like I was telling Cookie, it's not that I'm disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm just agreeing to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like
Okay,
it's wrong. Because it's not like it's really wrong. You know, I'm not saying
Okay,
that it's
so
wrong. It's just that wouldn't be my first option.
because JoJo is
I
in
don't
all
feel
the
like you
caps adamant.
obligated.
Oh, JoJo is in all caps that he's adamant that there's no family around. Okay, so if it's no family around, I'm saying honestly, still, I can only say this because it's like I said, I don't see anything wrong with any other woman doing what is being suggested. I don't. For me,
It
I'm going
depends.
to do whatever I got to do before I got to go ask that
Exactly.
the father. And the reason that I'm saying that is because I feel like, and this is just my opinion, if the father of the child is properly contributing to the child, I wouldn't even be in a situation where I need to ask, is what I'm saying,
Right,
him
but
for in
anyway,
the first place.
right,
So the fact it would for me, I would feel like he knows that his child has to breathe air. He knows that his child needs to drink. He knows his child needs to eat. He knows his child needs electricity and a shelter and all of these things. And he has not contributed because he knows that there is another man in this house
yeah,
who has been contributing, and he's been neglecting his responsibility. And if that's the case, I'm not going to ask that man for nothing.
right. I think
Nothing.
Cookie. That's the way I think Cookie looking at it. See, I think Cookie looking at it as in the instance that you understand me that the father he hasn't been doing shit really, right? And she coming to him as a last result. But at the end of the day, you didn't say that, Cookie, and you didn't make it seem like that. Hold on.
you don't know how
I'm
Cookie.
saying, I said, hold on, Cookie, hold on. I said that, but let's say you married, you got a husband at home. Y'all always been taking care of business. You always holding it down or whatever, and he always been paying the bills and this and that and the third. So in an instance like that, and then the motherfucker say, I need you to pay this and that. To me, I feel like that husband and that baby daddy needs to have think about it, Carl. I think that husband and that baby daddy needs to have some type of relationship, some type of friendship or something for the kids or something to be able to, because if that's the case, I feel like the husband can go to the baby daddy on his I mean the husband can go to the baby daddy. Hold on. I feel like the husband, Carla, he can go to the baby daddy really on his own and be like, man, bro, I lost my job 3 weeks ago, man, and it's fucked up, man. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta pay this bill. I'm supposed to pay the light bill to this week and this and that and the third. And I don't want her to think that I can't pay it. So, man, I need can you do me a favor and look out for us this week or whatever, whatever. I'm just saying
It's
on some
crazy.
open up.
Okay. Wait a minute. Let me
You get
say
what I'm
this.
saying, Carla? Like,
Let me say. Okay. Let me say this. I gotta say two different things. Okay.
go ahead.
Number
Shoot.
one, the reason why I said that I feel like that this is a scenario that would be created only in a situation where neglect was done or there was not being proper contribution ahead of time, is because if the child was receiving proper contribution ahead of time, then the mother of the child will already have funds to pull from in order to pay that bill, because that child was receiving something that is not part of the household income. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying that that's how I would look at it, right? But wait a minute, I gotta say this.
Right.
Oddly, I kind of agree with DV what he just said, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I would think that a man, before he would want his woman to go ask her
Facts.
former intimate partner for the money, that he would do it, because his woman going to go do it is making it seem like it's something behind their back. It just seems something sinister about it. It seems something not right, and it seemed like something could end up looking like it's transactional, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
If
Uncle
the
JoJo, you didn't know I was gonna pull that out the hat, did you, Uncle JoJo? Now.
wait a minute. Listen to me. If the husband, right, has had this good if he's been taking care of this man's kids all of this time, and he runs up on this hard time, number one, that father should be grateful of the way that man takes care of those children.
He gonna respect that shit.
And it would be more respectable. Listen, I don't know that I would be okay with either person.
He gonna be friends with that dude and everything.
Right, I could say that I think that it will be more respectable for him to go and ask before he sent his woman, who was once sexually active with this man. I'm just saying, I'm not saying, listen, I don't think I could find myself in this situation to ask in no circumstance, whether it was me or whatever. But I do think that there is something to what DB just said.
I beat you, Cookie. I beat you. No, I'm just playing. No, I always said that.
Now to play the devil's advocate, because see, JoJo, I'm gonna show you how you play the devil's advocate. This is how you do it, right?
Go ahead, Carla. No, she getting down. No, let her go ahead. And read what he's saying. Read what he's saying. What he's saying.
Wait a minute. To play the devil's advocate, I could see why the husband might be more ashamed to go and ask the father of the children to pay, because the baby daddy could be like, this nigga, he had to come and ask me for some.
Right.
It can go so many different ways.
But if he friends and they got a good fucking relationship, a decent fucking relationship, guess what? He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to tell Cookie earlier when I said that. What if him and the baby mama was cool? See, I ain't say it the way I just said it to you though, Carla. But that's what I was trying to tell Cookie earlier. The baby mama having a good relationship. The baby mama having a good relationship with the baby daddy, because if the baby mama got a good relationship with the baby daddy, then the baby daddy got a good relationship with the other dude. And I'm quiet.
Okay, but DV, wait a minute, because when I came in, I heard you say something about putting the children on the teenage children on a chain gang and making them work to pay the bill, and that is absolutely not.
I ain't say no.
In any situation.
I ain't say no, what you mean? I ain't say nothing about working to pay the pain. No, I ain't say nothing about working.
You ain't say the chain gang. You ain't say the chain gang, but I'm saying, like you said, I heard you say something about. Wait a minute, DB. I heard you say something about if they teenage children, they can get out there and what can they get out there and do?
No. I said it was this is what I said, Carl. I was saying it depends on the age group too, right? Because when we was looking at it from a different aspect, right? As in, let's put some of the stuff that we just said behind, right? Meaning, okay, let's say the kids was small, right? And and the kids was young, real young, under 10 and shit. You got 2 or 3 kids, they under 10, right? And the lights go out, gas go out, or whatever. As a baby daddy, to me, to be honest,
I heard you say something about teenage children and making it seem like
I'm getting to that. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'm getting to that. That's what I'm going to tell you. I was saying if they were small kids, right? Real small kids. You know how you want your small kids. You want them close to you or whatever. To the mama especially, and the mama gonna say, the mama gonna say she gonna ask for the money to pay the bill or whatever. But if they was older kids, I was saying if they was teenagers like 14, 15, 16 or some shit like that, then you gonna tell them kids, hey, you go stay with your cousin, go stay with your brother, your sister, whatever, in order until this bill get paid because it's cold over here in this house or the lights is out in this house. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't saying no. I wasn't saying no. You get your ass on the ground. Go. No, I wasn't saying nothing else like
Oh,
that.
okay. I thought I heard you suggested the children. You said he moving the goalposts again. JoJo, what's
No,
crazy? What
no,
you saying is crazy.
no, I didn't.
But look,
He gonna stop saying that.
I
Forget
thought,
him.
okay, I did not misheard because I thought you were suggesting that the teenage children could try to go out and help hustle up the money. And I'm
Uh-uh.
like, no. Okay,
I
no,
mean,
that is not
mm,
acceptable.
no,
I
but
mean, those
they
circumstances.
could.
But,
They could. They could if they
but,
was 16 and old. He got a job, but
Joe,
okay, but no, I ain't saying.
DB.
The whole
But
family must be hurting, Carla. The whole family
Right,
hurting.
DB, but look, DB, I do
Go ahead.
think that there is something in what you're saying when you say, okay, if it's a matter of, okay, he don't got the money, right? I gotta
Hmm.
figure something out. Me
Hmm.
figuring something out is either going to require that I'm going to have to try to go see if I could get some kind of assistance somewhere, if
Right.
like some kind of public type of kind of assistance,
Yeah.
or if I can make some type of arrangement, call them and make
Yeah.
some kind of arrangement and see
Right.
if I could come up with something. See if I could go out and see back in the day when this was a problem, it wasn't a lot of resources for people to get
Right.
this stuff taken care of
Absolutely.
without maybe having to ask someone else. But
Exactly.
nowadays there are too many resources out here that
Too
people
many.
can go hustle up this money. I don't
Right.
give excuses to these people now because there are too many things. There
Too
might
many
be things that
programs.
people no, not just programs, but ways you can go and hustle up instant money that you can get
That's
in your
true.
hand, is what I'm saying.
Facts.
So
Facts.
it might be things that people might be feel like they too good to do. They might feel embarrassed to do, or whatever it is that they have to do. But you can do it. There are things that you
Right.
can do to try to go get that money in your hand right there. So if they are older kids, like you said, my thing might be, okay, let's see if you can go over to your grandmother's house, see if you can stay at your friend's house for the night. I'm gonna do
Right.
what I gotta do to get this money so that we can get this back on by tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. Because when it's small kids, of course, that's when you should worry about them more. That's all I was saying. Because when afraid of the dark and all type of shit, if the gas is off and it's cold in the house, you're gonna worry about smaller kids more. You ain't worried about no goddamn on teenagers and shit. Y'all better wrap y'all ass up and get your and stop acting like
No, DB.
yeah,
Now,
because you
sorry,
know what? You know what? Carla,
I'm
think about it
still
though. When we was teenagers, Carla, think about it though, Carla. When we were teenagers, you want to teach your kids right. They have to experience shit. They have to know the difference of when shit is really fucked up and really hard and down and out, opposed to some of these kids are spoiled to the point and to the degree where they
okay.
never
Yes,
had.
okay, DB, that is true. But these things are adult responsibilities, and when it's
It
adult
is.
responsibilities,
I
then
agree, but
children
it
should not have
happens
to
though,
suffer
Carla.
the punishment of that.
I agree, but it happens though, right? Certain
It
things
does
happen.
happen. It does happen, and
But what?
that's
Right.
why I'm saying that some kind of provision still has to be made. You can't say, well, just take your ass in there and put on 3 pairs of pajamas and a pair of thermals and 20 pair of fuzzy socks. Like you cannot say that. You have
Wear your
to try
boots
to
with the
figure
fur around
something out. And sometimes figuring something out means you having to do something that you don't want to do.
So,
And
so
and
ain't nothing wrong with them sending them over there to the cousin house or the auntie crib or nothing like that. Especially if they're teenagers, though.
Me.
right, listen. I'm going, JoJo. If the baby is only 3, like
That
I
nigga
said,
said the baby only
listen,
3. Stop.
because see, this is the thing. This is the thing that I want to translate in this
Maybe you
conversation.
and the baby need to go over there to the uncle house if the baby only 3. Damn,
Well,
man,
well, well,
I gotta tell
well.
you that.
Okay. This is what I think that the woman and then her new husband or boyfriend or whatever may be more likely to do than to ask for the money. They might ask him, can you take the baby for tonight so we can figure out what's going on? Then
Right.
a good person might say, how much do y'all need? I'm going to pay it. Yes, this is what a good daddy would say. Yeah,
Or a
I'll take
friend. Or a friend.
yeah, I will take the baby for the night.
Yep.
And how much money do y'all need to get this back on? And do you need me to try to do something to keep the baby longer so y'all can do what you need to do to get on your feet? That's
Right.
a good situation. That's a
Yep.
good person. That's a good relationship. That's a good parent that is looking to take care of and looking for the well-being of their child. There are some, like I said, some husbands, stepfathers who would be more likely to that type of situation. Well, see if the baby can go stay with him for tonight. I'm going to figure something out on how to pay it. And then in a good relationship, that's when it would be that follow-up from that man and then say, are y'all going to be okay? Do you need me to take this on so at least y'all don't have to worry about this so y'all can figure out what you need to do?
Okay, Miss
Right.
Carla.
So Carla, because even if your friend, because even if your
Oh my God, Jojo, now you moving all in the goalposts. Now you
because
I'm
now,
gonna say,
listen, he lives out of town. So would it be cheaper for him to just go ahead and send the
oh
$200
no.
to
Lord.
get the lights back on, or pay
Wait,
$500
Carla, don't respond, please.
plane ticket back and forth to get the baby and go back home with?
Cookie, I
So
didn't know
even
nothing about this being out of town. I didn't know nothing
Cookie,
about this.
you gotta think about it like this too,
Okay,
Cookie.
but wait a minute. That's all because, like I said, there is a lot that's unsaid about this scenario. There is a lot that is unsaid
That's
about this
what I'm
scenario.
saying. It's different ways
Right.
to look at it.
Like,
What if the husband can only pay half the money, Carla?
DV, I'm trying to help you out because I'm trying to lay down the foundation. Okay, I'm trying to help you out.
All right.
So, most people should know that your lights don't get turned off from not paying the bill for 1 month. They don't. Most normal, regular people at some point in their life, whether it was in their childhood through to their adulthood now, that they have experienced at some point where somebody has been late on the bill. And the thing don't just get turned off from 1 month.
Right.
That don't happen from just 1 month. So wait a minute, I'm laying the foundation for this now.
Right.
I'm trying to lay the foundation for this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
With him being out of town, with the child's father being out of town, because I'm gonna stick to what I said about him maybe needing to take the baby for a little while. I'm gonna stick to that, and I want to lay the foundation of what I'm saying. Most people's services don't get terminated after 1 month. It has to be shit. I know some people. I know personally of some people who have gone very long and not paid their bill.
Right. It may be 3 months. 3 months minimum.
Yeah, some people are not as fortunate, and that company comes to them quicker, and some people are very fortunate, and the company let them go for a longer period of time. But we know that generally it's not from 1 month. It's not necessarily from 2 months. It's either going to be 3 months or better that bill has not been paid. And with him not having a job, right, then there are all types of things that you can do with your electric company to try to do something about the bill. You can try to pay a little bit on the bill. You can try to see if you could get some type of extension. You can try to see if you can get them to do something to where they do some disbursement where you a program like a deferred program where you pay a little bit extra a month to pay that big balance down, and then you just pay your month. It's so many things now that's in place for people. You said maybe he's in the military.
Yeah, in Chicago, you can use your link card to get on the program thing to pay your.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. There are so many other options. So you would need to exhaust those options before you get to that point. Now, listen. Now, let me finish because I'm laying the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
If you've done all of those things, exhausted all of those things, and at that point it is still an issue, that means this has been months, maybe even a year, that this bill has been troublesome. Maybe the father does need to, maybe for a few months, take the baby. And you want to know what? Parents, this is a very hard thing for people to do because a lot of times we present like everything is okay and it's not okay.
That's
And
right.
we try to keep up things and try to keep things going when we have gotten above our head. And sometimes, especially, I can imagine for fathers too, but I know for mothers, it is a difficult thing for a mother to say, I need to let my baby go with the other parent. But sometimes, in order for you to try to get yourself together, that might be what's necessary. Because what parents need to understand is that they are equal partners in parenting, not one
Supposed to
more
be.
than the other. And so, if one, if
It is.
you say what, Cookie?
No matter what your status is, if you're single, married, or whatever, that's still part.
Exactly,
But the
exactly.
way
The
Cookie,
person,
but the way Cookie look at it is, if the bill was $300 or $400, and the baby, and she asking the baby daddy, for money to come and pay the bill, she looking. So if the baby daddy, so if the baby was, so if the bill was $300-400, and the baby, and she say, the bill need to be paid, and the baby daddy came with 150 or 200, half of the money that then she ready to cuss the motherfucker out because he can't pay the whole damn thing.
I ain't never.
That's the way she's thinking.
We didn't even put a money amount on there. I'm just saying
I
that.
ain't have to. I mean,
God,
I'm listening to the way you thinking.
please let me talk. Stop, please. I'm just saying, if whatever the situation is where the lights got cut off because he lost his job, I'm not working. He was paying everything. Now he lost his job. Our lights is off. I have no more. I don't have no family. I can't go to nobody. He ain't got no. It's just us and the baby daddy. Is it a problem that I go to this man because that's his child? Because it ain't about me and it ain't about the man I'm with. It's that I have this child, and we're gonna assume it's a child. Let's just say 8 years old, who needs lights in the house. What do we do?
Don't matter.
Try to decide. Worry about what my husband gonna think. My child is in this house. I ain't talking about me.
You should be worried about what your husband gonna think, Cookie. Though, in the midst of all of this,
I can't. Right now I'm worried about my
you
child.
can.
And my
Yes, you
husband
can.
get hurt, then I don't know. He should have let me know he couldn't pay. So I could have went out there and sold my ass or did something. Because
Yeah,
what we
your husband gonna fuck you up.
do.
you essentially are. It
He
might look
gonna
like
fuck
that's
you
what's
up.
being done. And like,
She's sitting up here
but
talking all this shit, like, and Nas
wait a
gonna
minute,
fuck you up,
wait a
Cookie.
minute. Cookie, I don't think anything is wrong with any woman that does do that. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's anything wrong. I think that if that's what a woman feel like she needs to do to make sure that her child still has lights, then that's what she needs to do. But what
Okay.
what I would caution that woman, like I said, in doing that, is what kind of damage could end up being done to her
Yeah,
current relationship because she had
exactly.
to rely on her
Yeah,
monthly bills
you gonna
being
get
paid,
fucked up.
because there are some men that is going to damage them for their
A
woman to
lot of
actually do
men.
that.
Carla,
A
My,
lot of men.
damage that that man put on our
She
relationship
don't
by
care.
our lights being cut off.
the,
She don't
listen,
care. She don't care, Cookie. I mean,
you
Carla. She don't care.
You can listen. This is the thing. If he has been paying the bills consistently all of
Right.
this time, for all of this time that you have been with him, and he fell short this one time and was scared to tell you, then that
Right.
is a sign of a man who is trying to make something happen.
She gonna,
So you
but she
don't
gonna
know
step
what
on his
he's
toes though,
doing.
Carla. She gonna, man.
Okay.
You don't know what he might be doing to try to get it done.
And
And
brighten
if
this room.
you say what?
His ego's not brightening up this room.
Oh my God. See, you
When
gotta,
Cookie, I understand exactly what you're saying, and I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. And it is possible that that woman could go ask that child's father, and that the man that she is with will be absolutely fine with it, and it won't be no issue. What I'm saying is that for a lot of scenarios, That will not be the case because a man is always trying to figure something out. And there are some men that do not, if he's been providing like he had, like you said, he has all of this time, he's made it so that this woman don't even have to work a job and he's been taking care of her and a child that she has with another man and paying everything on time. And then this one time he ran into this hiccup and he didn't think to come tell you. He didn't think to come ask the father for no money. That means that man is trying to figure something out. And when you go and do that without proper conversation, it can cause a problem.
So how you
what I'm
think these
saying is
women?
that I don't think that what I think the major error would be is for her to go to her child's father without having the conversation with that man first. I think that would be an error.
So how you think these women feel who don't have no help when they got to work 2 freaking jobs, whatever, and then they got to go out there to support their kids or whatever? Some of them, yeah, they might go sell their ass. I don't know, but but the ones that has integrity and has respect for themselves, they you know what they do? They do overtime. They do whatever they got to do to go out there and you know, as far as their job and everything, to
And
go out
then
there and
I'm
take care
gonna
of
say,
their kids.
okay, and DV, wait a minute. I'm gonna make a point right there and say this. Then at that point, then maybe that is a signal to that woman. And I'm sorry to say it like this, but I'm gonna say it just like this. She need to get her ass up and go get a fucking job. Because
I said, what if she had 2 jobs though?
no. But the original scenario was she was a stay at home. That's what you said, right?
No.
Cookie?
I said, what if this? No, I said what? I said no. I was asking Cookie, how does she feel about the women who got to take care of their kids, and they got 2 jobs, and they have to go out and you know what I'm saying? And
But DB,
you know,
that is not the ideal scenario. No woman that
how
has
come?
children with a man should feel like she got to work 2 jobs to take care
I
of her
said,
children.
but it doesn't matter what the ideal scenario is, though, Carla, because it's women out here that does do that.
Yeah,
It
it's
doesn't
women
matter
that
what
do
the
it,
scenario is.
but okay, DB, it's women who do it, but that is not what should have to be done, is what I'm
It
saying.
doesn't matter what it
Because
should be
two
done or
children,
nothing. I'm talking about it
children,
doesn't even matter though.
Stevie, if
that
she had
it does matter. Because listen to me, children are the responsibility of both
Yes,
parents.
but it doesn't
And this
matter. I'm saying, what
is
if they do?
okay, that's a extraordinary situation.
No,
That
I'm saying
should not
so.
be what we are making the norm, and unfortunately, it is the norm. It's
Exactly,
unfortunate
because there's
that
plenty of
it is
women
the
out here that have
norm.
to go work 2 jobs to take care. I'm saying the ones who don't have no baby daddies around or whatever. Maybe he locked up. Maybe he dead. Maybe he just ain't shit. I'm just saying,
But
it's
right, but
women out
that's
here
not our
that take care.
scenario. That's not our
I,
scenario, DB.
I'm building
So
it as a scenario because I'm saying it's women out here that take care of their kids and work 2 jobs. I'm saying that's nothing wrong
yeah,
with building that
and
scenario.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But in a situation where there is a father present that could possibly provide the money to pay that bill, I don't think that it should be expected that the stepfather and the mother be out working their ass off taking care of this child while the father is
Yeah,
not properly contributing to make sure that the
yeah, but
child is
you got a
coming
baby
home
daddy.
with the
Remember,
resources.
right? But you remember, I said you got a baby daddy that ain't shit. He's not even in the picture. But the baby mama is working 2 jobs.
okay, my thoughts on that, since you want to change it around to that, if that was the scenario and she's
It's
working,
the same.
like you said, she asked for overtime and all this stuff, 9 times out of 10, if she's working hard like that to make sure her bills get paid, she gonna make sure certain bills are kept on, like lights and gas. She might have to live off of peanut butter and jelly and oodles and noodles, but the lights and the gas gonna be stayed
N-
on.
No, Cookie, because we still talking about the scenario of the lights got cut off and her going to ask her baby daddy, and this nigga never been in the picture, and she's working 2 jobs now. I'm switching it up a little bit, but I'm just saying.
Knows about what's the call, whatever those programs are, whatever those things are, and resources. She
Yeah,
has.
in that
Yeah,
case, she would
you
probably
talking about
try
low
to
income
utilize.
programs like he
Yeah,
programs.
in that case, she would probably try to utilize those programs.
Your
I've
husband
seen
say he give up,
a
Carla.
lot of I've seen people do a lot of creative ass shit. Listen, I done seen people who they ain't got the money to get it paid, but they got the money to get that shit turned back on, and that's all I'ma say. Like
Right.
You know what?
single mothers will find creative ways that are in situations,
You know what
in
killed me?
economic situations, they will find ways. And so they might not have enough money in order for them to pay the bill, but
But
they
you
might
know
have
what?
enough money to get a hookup. And they
Yeah,
gonna
you
get a
know what?
hookup. And,
And you know
and,
what killed? You know what killed me, Carla? Is these fucking. Can I say bitches, Carla? Can I say bitches, Cookie?
No.
These fucking.
no,
No.
because we don't even know what
Okay,
you're
what
about to
about
say
hoes then? Because okay, what about okay? Look, but because the reason I'm
Jojo said
saying
he give up.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. So okay, but what? But I'm saying, but because them ones that say because them ones that need to go get they don't have no help, right? I'm switching it up a little bit, but them ones that need that fucking help instead of them going to get that second job, they don't have that help. They want to go out there and go be oh and be other shit and do other shit to try to get fast money.
A whole nother different thing. But
I know that's why I asked.
when this question was brought to me, and when I was setting up my live, the end result was because I'm always trying to hit on issues that
Shouts out to Mama Wow Wow.
with ordinary, regular people as ourselves have to go through, and what's the solution? So I want to know. I want someone to leave with knowing is it okay or not to do that, to ask the baby father for help.
I think it's okay. Yes, I think it's okay. I don't think it's anything wrong with anybody who will do that. I just think
Yep.
that between the partners that are together, I don't think that it should be done behind their back. Is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I don't think that the mother should just go to the baby father behind the back of her
There
husband
you go.
or her current boyfriend and ask for the money. I think
And that's
I
fact.
think the mother should say, "Listen, we're in a fucked up circumstance. This is the only person who got it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go ask him because this child is their
So
responsibility."
you saying she
have
should
to
make him
join-
aware? She should make the
Right.
husband, the boyfriend, aware that she finna go ask the baby dad. There you go, Carla. That's what the fuck I'm
Right.
talking about. You
You
being a
know,
sucker all my life,
buffer,
sis.
you buffer that with
That's what I'm
you've been
talking
doing
about.
everything to provide for me, to provide for this child, and he can
There
help
you
out.
go.
I'm
That's
gonna
what
go
I'm
ask
saying.
him. That's what I think. I don't think that you should just go and do it without some conversation
Right.
with the person that you are with,
Exactly.
because you don't know what else that's gonna spiral
But Cookie
into.
don't think like that. She wilding out. Cookie
Okay.
say, listen, Cookie gonna go to her baby daddy. She gonna be like, hey, I need this money to do this and that. And if you ain't got it, and she gonna go all out. And no, but give me a second, Cookie. I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta drop down for just a second. I'll be right back.
I'm trying to
Okay.
I'm
Now,
still
Cookie,
listening.
I know you ain't say all of that. You ain't say all that.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did, Carla. She said everything under the sun when she was off.
you can tell I haven't been talking right.
You don't
Right.
have to. Because you need to swallow your spit. Because you damn near, yes, you was saying that. You were saying yes, you was. I think it's because I'm 5'4". I swear to God, I'll be right back, y'all. I'll be right
I
back.
gotta figure out a way to get my lights on with my baby in the house. Okay. But like I said, I understand both sides of it. But DV, now, like you said, he was saying it for the show, which I hope not, because I'm not going to just say anything for the show, because people will hold stuff against you for saying stuff. No, because my question was to you. Okay, I talked to my husband about it, or my significant other, and he says, nah, no, I don't want you doing that. So what do we do then? The lights are still out. No matter what kind of scenario we try to play it as and add it on and take it off, the lights are still out.
I don't. Okay, Cookie. And like I said, it's a hard. Okay, because I didn't even know that you said that. I didn't know that part. I didn't come in until later. I told you when I heard it, I thought DB was trying to send the children on a chain gang. So I didn't even know Um, but I didn't know that you said that there was a conversation that took place between them and he didn't want you to do it. So my question, like I said, it's murky because it's like, okay, then your next question needs to be, okay, well, what are you planning to do to deal with this? If that's not what we're going to do, do you have some avenue to get this done in this amount of time? And then at that point, I think I would have to put like a time frame on it. Like, if something don't happen within the next 2 to 3 hours, this is what I'm going to need to do. Like I said,
maybe I
Cookie.
got too fast on the live because it was brought to me of the scenario of, if I remember correctly, if you and your significant other is together and he lost his job and the lights got cut off, is it okay to ask the baby daddy? So maybe the conversation was supposed to be just between the couple and not the response of the other parent. Because of course, it's all going to be like it's a male. It could be an ex woman. The father could be the caretaker of the child. So I'm trying to just understand. I'm saying, I think it's okay. It should be okay between me and my significant other, because the bottom line is there's no lights. I don't care about the husband. I don't care about the ex. All I care about getting those lights on because it's a child in the house. And whoever's feelings get hurt, whoever get mad, ego, embarrassed, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm trying to get my lights back on, mainly because it's a child in the house. Rather it's his child or my child. There's a child in the house. So if we don't have the money, yeah, it's okay to go ask. We wasn't really talking about family and friends. It was just, do you go to your ex and ask for them?
So like I said, I don't think it would be an issue for anyone else to do that. I have to exclude myself because, like I said, I know myself. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to ask the question in a way that I'm not personalizing it. And I don't think that it is wrong with anyone else doing that. Like I said, I think, though, it should lead with a conversation that you have with your significant other about doing it, because it can create more consternation in the relationship, I think, in certain situations. And
some, no matter if it's male or female, like say if it's the father that has the child, should the woman...
I think, listen, let me say this. I think it might be worse if it was the other way around. And it was the husband it was the dad who had custody, and he needed to go to the mom of the child while he has another woman. I think that might be worse, honestly, than the other scenario. And so, absolutely, there should still, no matter which way the scenario goes and how the gender roles change with the parents, I still think the conversation needs to be had with the current partner that you are with, that you have established this life with, that you are now cohabitating with, that this is going to be something that is okay. It might, because at that time, at the time of the conversation, it might be, listen, okay, I'm okay with you going to go ask him, but tell him I'm going to pay him back. Tell her I'm going to pay her back. It might be some terms to the conditions of going to go ask. They need to know that I am aware of this, that you're not doing this behind my back, going to go ask them for this money. I'm going to do what I need to do to get them paid back. Like, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Like, if the other parent is already doing everything that they are supposed to do to take care of the child, then, like I said, but in a scenario where the other parent is not doing things to take care of the child, it would make me more reluctant to even go ask that parent, because, like I said, the question would be, why do you think your child doesn't need maintenance? Why do you think your child doesn't need to be taken care of in the first place? And so then if I come to you and ask you for something, then I'm going to feel like, this is just me. I'm gonna feel like some kind of way that I even have to come at you anyway because you're not taking care of the
You ain't been doing it all this time. So what makes
you haven't been doing it on a regular basis, but there are some people who are different than me and would say, well, he haven't been doing it on a regular basis, so I don't give a damn about going to go ask him. I'm going to go ask him, and I'm going to ask him for some extra. You got some women who they feel that way. Me, I don't. I feel like I should not have to remind you that your child has needs and that no matter who I'm with, that is still your responsibility. And if you don't feel like that you need to be providing something towards this household to take care of your child, then I feel like that you are the part of the reason that I'm even having to ask you now anyway. Because like I said, if there was some provision already being made for that child, that money should not be factored into the household income. So it would be some way for me to pull from for an emergency like that. That's what I'm saying. And that's my own personal thing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
and that's why I feel like, regardless of, that's why I feel like it shouldn't be a need of what the other partner thinks, because that's that man's or woman's child. And no matter what, he is responsible to make sure, whether he's in the picture or not, whether I got somebody or not, this is the situation, play your part.
I agree with that.
Understand as my child that I'm going to him because we're in need right now. Not because I want nothing from him or still attracted to him or going to be any sex, exchange. This is the right thing to do because that's his child too. Because what if he was to find out my license off and his child is living in the dark for a couple of days or a week and I didn't come to him? You don't think I'm gonna get
this is why, Cookie, I say it matters to me whether he's contributing already to the child or not. Because if he and like I said, I know that there are people who have different opinions and it would make them go quicker because they haven't been doing it. For me, like I said, maybe it's just me thinking too much, but I would not be okay having to go and ask someone who is monthly not contributing to their child already. Mm-hmm. Because right there, I feel like I'm already going to run into a roadblock. And because it tells you something about the personality of that person. It tells you something about the personality of a father who can be out here doing what he's doing, getting what he's getting, and then he's not monthly concerned about contributing to his child. And I don't care what other man is taking care of the child. I wouldn't care. You see what I'm saying? And so it already, that a man that's not doing that already tells me something about his personality, his character traits. And I would not want to have to go ask him in a time of need for something like that. Because a lot of times those men like that, they think that they are doing a favor. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'm not going to take that as a favor. I'm going to take that as, nigga, you ain't been doing shit. And because I don't want to get into that kind of argument, that's why I would find another avenue. That's what I'm saying. That's me. But what he saying?
He said this discussion is like a scene out of the movie Soul Food.
I mean, I can say generally for women in this type of situation, I think it's perfectly fine for them to do it. I honestly think it's perfectly fine for them to do it either way. But I would advise that a conversation happen with the person that they are involved with.
If I don't know earlier, when I was saying a lot of times we portray like our lives are perfect or things are what they're really not for people to think we're okay. So I don't want anyone, out there that's listening to feel like I got to pretend like life is good when my lights are out, because I don't want to know that they're out, because I'm too embarrassed or somebody's going to judge me because I'm going through hardship. And that's why our world, I think, is like it is, especially our community, is like it is because we are too prideful or embarrassed.
You're right. Or it could be And that's why I said, like, that's why I was laying the foundation about that. If this is a problem, then it's more than just about, if we were going to put it in a realistic situation, this issue would have had to persist longer than a month, because typically it's going to take 3 to 4 months before they even come with and say, listen, you don't pay this bill, it's going to be a problem. But like I said, there are lots of companies that have other options. And so then if we get to the point where those options have been exhausted and they cannot be paid, that can be a sign of a bigger problem. And then that might be when the other parent, you might need to do more than just ask the other parent to help to pay the bill. It might be a situation where that other parent might need to step in and offer some care assistance for the child. Because, and as bad as, and this is a major problem in our community, we don't want to ask that. Right. And especially for Black mothers, because Black mothers just feel like, I've got to take care of my child. I can't let my child go somewhere else. This is my child. I'm responsible. I have to take care of the child. But when you are in a struggling situation and you have all of this time assumed the sole responsibility of that child, then if you are in a situation where you need help to where that's happening with the lights, right now it's the lights, but what might happen from that? That could end up being a ripple effect. And then that could put the child in a worse situation. And you're right. A lot of times we don't want to ask when the problem is small, and then it gets major. And then it runs risk of displacement in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So that what needs to be understood between parents that are not together, I think, is the most important thing, is that child, you are equal partners in parenting that child. And if one parent is having a problem, then you might need to step in to be there might need to be some transfer in that situation until that other parent is able to get stable. A lot of times, the stability that the non-custodial parent has is because they don't have the obligation of having the child. And sometimes the custodial parent is struggling because they do have the child and have to take all of that stuff into consideration. So while I was able to do what I could and take care of the child while you were able to get yourself up and flourish, maybe I need that same type of support in order for us to raise a well-rounded human being. But oftentimes that's not what happens. And sometimes it doesn't happen because the mother cannot bring herself, like you said, to ask for that assistance because of what she thinks it's going to look like, how she thinks the children are going to feel, all of those kind of things. And then sometimes it is because the father doesn't make himself available and will berate and make that mother look small for not being able to do it on her own, and make it seem like there's something that he is doing is she should be grateful and not that it's his obligation, or vice versa if it's the gender roles reversed. And so this is where you have this issue. And I think that the crux of this issue comes down to, what is the relationship between all the parties involved? In a good relationship, what you suggest makes sense. But in a real scenario, there might need to be some more conversation if it gets to that point, because it's a bigger problem. It's a bigger problem.
You want to read your baby's question, or you want me to?
Jojo.
It's not can he asks his ex to help him with the rising cost of the chicken prices. He need to ask his ex if she can buy him a chicken dinner. Can he buy?
I'm not even answering, Jojo. I'm not even answering that question, because I could rebut that statement. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But if he thinks that's okay for him to do that, then in this scenario, we have children involved.
So is it because
in that scenario, it's no child involved. So, but if I'm not going to answer that. We're going to stick to what Cookie talk. that takes us into a whole nother area. But yeah, I just, like I said, I think it really, Cookie, is dependent on all parties involved. That kind of question, we can give a blanket, and my blanket would be, I think it's okay as long as both partners speak and they agree to it. But I think when placed in the real scenario, it's given a real, because it's a very real circumstance. But to based on other variables to that circumstance, if it gets to that point, is what I'm saying. Some real variables to get to that. And that could be determined, that could determine how do we deal with this situation? How do we deal with this situation? Because, like I said, my first thing, if I get a bill that I can't pay from electric, like I said, the first step for most people who run into that kind of situation is that they are going to, number one, either call the electric company and see if they can get some kind of deferment. They might wait for a while until they get a notice and then call and see if they can get a deferment. They might, like I said, see if they can get into some kind of program, see if they can get into some type of energy assistance. All of this because he has lost the income. And if his income was the only one in the house, there are lots of things that outside of the family that can be done. And so but if it was a situation like you're saying, where he didn't tell her, nobody knew, it was nothing proactive that could be done to try to deal with the situation, we still are looking at months that this would have had, at least 3 months, that this would have to be a problem. Then the question would be, I don't know what happens if when they turn it off. I don't know what happens because I never even thought about this, but if they turn it off, do you got to pay the whole thing? Is it still just a portion that you got to pay? Okay, what is that portion that I can try to pay? Like, I don't know. I don't know what, like, all of the steps, but I do know there are lots of programs, is what I'm saying. And so if she was aware of that being the case, then I think that there's something proactive that would have been done. It would have been done before it gets to the cutting off part. But if it's cut off and then y'all two are having a conversation and it's about to get dark, well, number one, there is nothing that you can do because I do know that they don't come out. I don't know. Do they have to come in and turn something back on?
I think they do have to come to. No, I don't think so. Because, like,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how it works. So I don't know if you can just call any time of the day and then they just turn your thing back on any time of the day, or if it's a business hour or whatever. But if they come and turn it off, if depending on what time of the day it is, we're gonna have this conversation. Listen, I'm gonna give you until the morning to figure something out. If you ain't figure shit out in the morning, then I'm calling him. I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna tell him we gonna pay it back. That's that. You know, that might be my solution with a partner that is hesitant and doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jojo said they turn it off. The baby is in the dark. Listen.
The only thing I know they won't turn your lights off is if you got someone in the house that uses, like ventilators and stuff like what they call oxygen and all that stuff.
Well, I think if it's you're right. I think if it's some kind of but they do have programs, and that's why I'm saying in the situation where he lost his job, if his house is the only income, they're definitely going to qualify for the program, Cookie, because there's no income. They lost the income. They are definitely going to meet the income requirement because they don't have any. So that might assist them with getting that bill put all the way to zero. And
if that bill is really high, let's say it's at $800, they will probably say, if you pay this a half of that before this time, we won't cut it off. But probably once they cut it off, they probably want all of it.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if when they cut it off, if they want the whole thing or they just want a portion of it. But what I do know is that if they call you and say, listen, you are at risk, because it is too many things, Cookie, in this real life scenario. We have to make this a real life thing and not just this generic scenario. In a real life scenario, you're going to get automated calls about your bill being due. You're going to get at some point, I think somebody might even call you like a live person about your bill being due. They will tell you, okay, if you are having issues, you can use this program, blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm saying. It's too many proactive things to do. In this situation, in this real life situation, this man would have gotten all the cues to know that thing was getting ready to be turned off. And if he didn't alert her that was happening so that the proactive steps could be taken, then if he's having an issue with me going to ask the child's father that I live with, I might give him a couple of hours to figure out what the hell are you going to do. But then I'm going to make the call. Not me. Okay, not me.
But you making a call. You making a call to family, friends, or whoever, right?
No, I can understand the woman at that point making a call, because if I place this in a real life scenario, DV, he got a whole bunch of cues prior to the day of it being turned off that it was going to be turned off. So if we are currently sitting in the dark and you didn't use none of the resources that was available to keep it from going to being dark, then guess what? You got a couple of hours to come up with this money, and he got it. You got a couple of hours to come up with this money. If you don't, then I'm going to this father because this child needs lights.
So you gonna kick his ass and make him answer to the family, huh?
No, I'm going to make him have to either go out and bring back that money.
I know that's right.
Or he's gonna have to. He want to take his ass. Right. He's gonna go DoorDash, Uber, something.
He gonna sacrifice to another motherfucker to pay. It's something.
I cannot give people that same kind of thing in this time of day because it's so many resources. So if he don't want me to have to call the child's father to ask for the money to get the lights back on, then he needs to be doing something to do it, because if it's his issue that him keeping it from me, that we didn't get the resources to keep them on in the first place and try to get some type of deferment, some type of a program where we could get this bill taken out, anything. So since you didn't do that, then you need to be getting your ass, go get one of them bikes. I done seen them people on them Uber bikes. Go get one of them bikes with the hot bag on the back and go make the money. And
No, Carla,
what?
Because most motherfucking niggas ain't gonna sit up there and agree with that, and then you got a whole nigga at the crib. Now.
What's she talking about?
I know. I just came back in on the end.
I'm not talking about the baby daddy at this point. Okay. I'm talking about the man that she's with, that she's married to.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where if he doesn't want me to make the call to the child's father to get the money, then he needs to be doing something to proactively get his ass out to go get the money. And if I don't see any activity in the next 2 to 3 hours, then I'm going to make the phone call.
Right.
That is because that's what I would give him, so that he doesn't think that I'm trying to do something that could have sold his manhood. Because there are some men who would take that as an attack on their manhood, Cookie. That's what I'm saying. So I would need to give him the opportunity to get his ass somewhere and go get it. Now, this is my whole thing. You should have got your ass up and did these things before that shit got turned off. Because like I said, I know you got a call, an automated call. I know you probably got a live call. I know you probably got all that shit, right? But you waited until the day they came and for it to be turned out. So now I need you to get your ass, go pick up one of them bikes with the hot bag on the back, go do what you need to do and bring that money back. And if you
Plus,
are not doing it, then I'm going to make this phone call. That would
plus
be the
he made you wait.
ultimatum.
Plus he made you wait 2-3 days before he even came and told you he lost the job.
Now, Cookie ain't say all of that,
Yeah,
DV.
well, that's part of the conversation, though. Yes, it was. It was part of the conversation, though. Yeah,
How? What?
you did say that, didn't you?
Oh Jesus!
Okay, forget you.
So wait a minute, Cookie. She had to find out that he lost the job and the lights was getting turned off all at the same time.
Are you really gonna listen to LeBron?
Yeah. Yes, yes. Because that was the initial conversation, that was the initial thing. The mama, yes, when mama came at you and when she first told you the situation, yes, she said that the man lost his job. And the woman, do she feel like she has to go ask? Do she feel like she needs to go ask the baby daddy to pay the light bill or whatever bill it might be or whatever? Do you feel like that you should do that?
Okay, TV. So where did it come in at that she waited 3 days? He waited 3 days to tell her. You
No,
just
I'm just okay. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't like you, Cookie. I don't like you. Your big head ass. I keep telling. But anyway, listen. I'm just saying. In actuality, you know how a man, because like we saying, a man feels a certain kind of way about certain things. So a man might not come and tell. If a woman get fired on that first day or whatever, she 9 times out of 10 of women is emotional, baby. She gonna come and tell her man, I got fired from my job. This and that happened. This bitch ass shit, motherfucker. A man not gonna tell that shit because a man more so he like, damn, I gotta go tell my motherfucking woman I lost my goddamn job. This and that. Yeah, a man ain't gonna do that right off back. Sometimes, yes, we are, but a lot of the times, no, we not. Cookie, you act like, oh my god, why you act? Come on, Cookie, you know this shit.
I'm trying
Come
to
on,
think.
don't
I have
you?
never. I
I
had some.
thought you was from the streets, Cookie. I thought you was hood. I thought you was West Side.
I've had some good ones and I had some bad ones. And I'm
Shit.
telling the honest God truth. I ain't never had a nigga not come and tell me he lost his job. Now he
Okay,
ain't
well,
happy. Talking, oh, baby, I lost my job. Yeah,
but niggas don't mostly advertise it like I'm just saying most niggas don't come out and say it like and advertise it. Hell, a nigga will let you come and kick it with them for a couple of hours before they fucking tell you and pull you to the side and tell you, man, babe, what I'm saying. I lost my
never had
job
no
today.
man.
She said she never had that to happen. Okay, you know what? Would you tell this, hey, sis? Would you tell this nigga stop saying Buddha go? Hey, Uncle Jojo, forget you in that goalpost. We been.
Because what you do is, if you want to change the scenario, then give us a
Go ahead.
different
Go ahead.
scenario.
I'm listening to y'all. I'm cutting something up. Go ahead.
Say one, because now we're just going in circles, sounding crazy.
I'm not with the kids that you want to send the kids on the train gang to go get the money.
Yeah, I'm trying to help people out here. You trying to confuse
You ain't.
keep them.
The furlough on
I'm
that.
not. I'm not. What do you mean? I'm not keeping nobody doing nothing. I'm saying I'm looking at shit in a different reality. Like
You said you ain't gonna pay the bill. You
Okay, in the get go, I said yeah. In the get go, I said no. I'm not gonna pay the bill,
DV,
especially.
wait a minute. Okay, DV, this is my thing because I heard you say something when you came back in that is interesting to me. So you said that most men, now we're gonna go to the baby dad. Most baby daddies don't want to pay something with another nigga in the house. Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
yeah. But it's not just baby daddies. It's most men. Period. Most men. Most men don't want to go with that and agree with that and say, well, yeah. And then I'm saying, especially when you're married. Now, I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not saying that a motherfucker won't say, in the end, and then buckle down and be like, that they'll go ahead and do it. But they don't. But most men don't like surprises at the spur of the moment. So a man wants to know something about something at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance, or whatever, and then so give them time to think about it, be mad about it, whatever the case may be. Carla, you see what I'm saying? Be mad about it, think about it,
With a
whatever the
But
case
but
may be.
DB, this is an emergency though.
I
So you
said, did
can't
you hear
put
what
it
I
in an
said?
emergency.
Did you hear what I said? Most
I
men
heard you.
don't want to know about experiments. So you that X out emergency. Even though it's an emergency, it was not his emergency. He didn't know it was going to get ready to happen. You live in that house, not him.
Well,
So he wants to know. He live in
DB,
you live in that house. He don't know it was going to get ready to happen though, Carla.
okay, wait, listen, DB. Most it is partly his emergency because his child is in there.
I didn't say it wasn't. I said he didn't know it was going to get ready to happen. You did. He might have already had plans and all type of stuff, important stuff to take care of, with money or whatever. It doesn't matter. It
Darn,
doesn't matter how you want to look at it. It doesn't. It doesn't, Cookie, stop trying to talk over me and just let me finish. It doesn't matter how you look at it. I'm just saying that a man, it doesn't matter. A man still might have had certain things that he might have to take care of that was important. That was, when I say important, and then you look at the fact and then you want to size it up and say, well, should nothing be more than his kid, being more than his kids. You see what you're doing. You don't
okay,
see what you're doing.
okay, let's change this up a little bit. So
No. Okay, go ahead.
let's say there's no kids in the house, right? DB, you know I'm a married woman. Okay.
I don't
We
like Cookie question. She
it is
ugly.
not. I got a husband. A situation has occurred that I need some help. You're my friend and you're capable and able.
I ain't that much of a friend, Cookie.
I, let me finish. You don't even know what I'm saying. And I call you and say, DV, I need your help. My brakes went out and I'm kind of short right now on funds. Can I borrow $300 to get my brakes done?
Cookie, if I had the money right now, you
Capable and able.
if I got if I got the money like right now, if I let me tell you, I'm saying it for like this for a specific reason. If I got the money, right? You married. I got the money. You don't want to let your husband know all this is going on, whatever. Now
And I
don't
didn't say nothing about I didn't want to let you know. I come to you as a friend.
I
It
did
doesn't
did you can I finish, God damn it, the statement?
matter. Oh,
God
God.
damn it.
Don't
So
add nothing. I didn't say he didn't know
listen,
you as a friend.
listen. I said listen. So you married right now. I'm talking about you. You married right now. And you come to me and you say, DB, can I need my brakes fixed? I need $200-300, whatever, right now. Now you ain't never asked me for nothing before, Cookie. You hear what I'm saying, Carla? You listening? Carla. Carla, where the freak you at? Stop playing with me. You better be using the bathroom. Anyway,
Man,
yeah, anyway. Listen, I'm saying,
order some
but
food.
also for real, Cookie. I'm not finna lie to these people. I'm saying you ask me to loan you some money right now. I'm not finna. What I'm saying is, I love you, Cookie. Me and you people, we friends, we everything. You ask me to loan you $200-300 right now. If I got it to spare, then guess what? I'm gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because we friends, we this and that. But in a situation like, okay, we've been connected before. I got kids by you, and this and that and the third, and then goddamn it, you know what I'm saying? And
Forget
you,
about
but you
kids.
can I? Are you gonna? Okay, Cookie, this woman ain't gonna let me.
Because you just said ain't no man gonna want to give no
Okay,
woman
but this woman, but she ain't even let me, finish. You see what I'm talking about? Internet.
finish.
We supposed to be giving out pies over here, positive internet energy. Come on, light a match to it. I'm telling you, no, we're not gonna do this. This is good vibes only. over here. I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you. And what I'm telling you is, I'm telling you the honest to God truth of how I feel, because do you know it's several people out here that feel the way I feel and think the way I'm thinking about this situation. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people out here that's gonna say, you know, yeah, like they gonna say, no, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna never do it. I'm not gonna do this and that. But then they gonna buckle down, they gonna do it, Cookie, but they gonna do it, and then they gonna know questions, they want to know answers, this and that and the third. But they gonna buckle down and do it. But they just not gonna buckle down and do it without an explanation. I'm just saying. So to avoid all of that, like Carla said, and Red Bunny said, you see what I'm saying? That you not even gonna go to that point of asking your baby daddy, because you know you finna get ready to go through this. This your baby daddy. This not your husband's baby daddy. This your baby daddy. You gotta go through this shit. You know what he finna ask. You know if he the kind of nigga that's gonna say, look, I'll do this for you, but you gotta give me this. You gotta do that. You know if he that kind of nigga. You know if he the kind of nigga that's cool. And the only way he gonna be cool with you is he be cool with you and friends with your husband like that, Cookie. I'm kicking some game to you, some real fucking shit around the whole dynamic, demographic. I'm being honest. I'm telling you the honest to God truth. Your baby daddy, he has to have that kind of relationship. I'm not moving the goalpost. I'm saying he has to be cool with your baby, your husband like that. He has to be, because a motherfucker is just not gonna go for that all the time. Some people will and be like, okay, yeah, I go ahead and do, but it's not. In most situations. It's not like that. In in a lot of situations, it's not like that. But go ahead.
What I would like to know when we have these discussions, I don't want to hear other people and what they think, because you can't speak for other people. I want to hear what DB's honest answer is to situation, because I'm giving you my honest answer to situations I've seen and been through. I have friends, male friends, regardless of me being married, that I called and said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you do whatever? Now, some of them might say, oh, well, hubby, what's going on? No, I need you to do this for me. All right, no worries. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's one that's trying to get in my pants or still trying to think they can snag me from my husband, yeah, they gonna talk. Oh, what's wrong with that motherfucker? You can't do this. But the ones that know me and know him, they know I'm asking for a reason, and nothing else need to be said.
Okay, so Cookie, wait a minute. So let me stop you right there. So, okay, so do you still go ask the ones who are still trying to get in your pants?
Right, because it almost sounds like you like
I probably would if it was absolutely emergency. Let's say which would never happen, but
it almost sounds like you want somebody to feel sorry for you. Cookie, go ahead.
Let's say hubby was in Africa, right? And the money that he left, because he's never gonna not leave me with money, is gone. I fucked it up doing something crazy, gambling, whatever.
Here we go.
Out of the country, and I can't call the ones that I know is just real good and got my back. So I got to go to the nigga that I know I can get it from, but I know he also want to get back in my pants. I will go for him. And I'll listen to his bullshit. I might even flirt a little bit, and I ain't gonna lead him on to think anything gonna happen, but I might just talk shit.
You just said the key word.
Let me say this. Look, Cookie, let me say this. First of all, I have to say this for me. Like, I gotta give my position. As a woman who was involved with somebody, I would not be okay going to go ask no other man for no money. That's just me. Like, right. I know us women who do that, but I would not be okay with that. But I want to say specifically to you going to go ask the one still trying to get in your pants and knowing they're going to talk shit about your husband. I think that's wrong, Cookie. That's wrong. Because you're giving ammunition to talk shit about your husband.
Right.
He ain't gonna confront him. So what I care?
Oh my God, Cookie. You looking to get your ass whooped, Cookie.
It's just the fact that you are giving them that opportunity, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that's right. That's you, and especially Cookie, if it come in, wait a minute, you know me, you be having money about them lottery tickets and shit. Especially if you fuck the money up with them lottery tickets, then you sit your ass there till he come back with the damn money. You don't go to no other man giving him no reason to say no shit like that about your husband.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario, right?
Ain't none of it gonna be good if he's trying to get in your pants and talking shit about your husband, and you gotta go ask him for something, Cookie.
No, I'm saying
Right.
no. I'm you know,
She's slick.
that would never happen. But
You
if
better be cheating on Nas, Cookie.
one day I'm sitting there, I had a problem with my car. My husband went to work. He wanted me to wait till he got like I was like. He went to work, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm a little pissed off. My son came and looked at it, whatever, and he laughed. And then a phone call from a friend. And he's like, how you doing? I'm pissed off, man. My car, and I don't know what's wrong with it. They saying I might need a starter. And he's like, so how much a starter? I said, I don't know. I'll Google it. He said, oh, well, you need some. I said, no, I'm good. My husband said, wait till tomorrow. He's like, I got you. And guess what? The cash app. So what was I supposed to do? Send it back?
Well, in that scenario, he wasn't talking shit about your husband, right?
No, the only one that would probably talk shit is the one that's trying to still get in my pants.
Right. So if that one wasn't talking about your husband, then and he just did that and sent that like, oh, she needed it, I'm gonna just send it. Okay, maybe that's okay for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. But if you know that this is one of the ones that talk shit about your husband and is gonna like lambast him for trying to make it look like he's not providing right and all this other stuff, and then you done fucked up because you went and got some beer and some lottery tickets and some cigarettes, and then you done lost all the lottery tickets and so you need Cookie. That is not no good excuse to be going to go get nothing from no man. Your ass should have got them lottery tickets and you sit your ass there and you stuck along through it.
Okay, but you're gonna be gone for 2 months in my
Okay, that's your fault that you went and got them damn lottery tickets knowing damn well that you might not have got that money back.
My gas bills too.
Cookie. You had no business taking the gas bill money to go get the lottery tickets. Now you making it look like to that other man that your husband ain't paying the gas bill, and all the whole time he did, and you used it on the lottery.
What if I was honest and say, man, he left me the money and I'm
no, here she go, moving the goalpost. Jump in here with your sister. Jump in here with your sister.
I'm gonna tell the truth. So I never said I didn't tell him that I fucked the money up. I just ain't gonna tell my husband. So I told the friend what happened. And then of course, because he gonna give it to me, but he's still in the same breath gonna be talking about, oh, and then she left you extra. He ain't gonna dog me out for fucking it up.
No, Cookie, it is still your fault that you took the money that man left for the bill money, and you went and used it to buy lottery tickets. And so then you sit your ass in the dark. Ain't no child sitting in there with you. You sit your ass in the dark, or you skip off of something else that from where he left you. Because if you listen, if you spend
it's winter time. I'm gonna
Cookie,
free
you still trying to learn how to cheat after 17
you think
years?
about that before you went and got the lottery tickets? Why didn't you think about that before you went and got the lottery tickets?
Oh my God, Cookie!
$1 million.
What?
At least $1,000 at least. Or
That ain't no guarantee. That ain't no guarantee. That man left you the money to pay the bill, and you went and used and got lottery winnings.
You got fucking lottery tickets, Cookie.
Right, then you gonna go get money from a man that's gonna talk shit about him, and then he can't provide for his household.
See, this is what I'm talking about, Carla. This is the part I'm talking about.
And wanna slide up in you.
Right.
This is why Carla, this is why she don't see the point and demographic of you sitting up here asking your baby daddy for money to pay the bills at your motherfucking house. I'm gonna choke the shit out your ass. I'm getting loud. I'm probably waking up my mama. Shit. I'm coming over. I'm coming down there. I'm choking the shit out your ass. She's about to work my motherfucking nerve, man. My ass don't understand. She think, is you still trying to learn how to cheat after 17 years or something? What is your problem?
To learn how, sweetie. Okay.
You shouldn't be trying to cheat.
The
You
last
know what? Your ass better be ready Monday. That's all I can say. Your ass be ready Monday.
the point of the scenario is because you
God.
said no man wants to give a woman anything if she has a man.
Now she's saying anything, Carla. Now she's saying anything, Carla. You see how she
Oh, ain't that what he said?
expand the word?
Bacon? Ain't that what he was ranting on about?
No, now she's saying
Hey,
anything.
but Cookie, honestly, I think that there is some truth into what he's saying. A man really doesn't want to give something to a woman that is with someone else.
As long as I've been talking to her, Carla,
There are
I've been trying to
situations
show her how to read the
where
blueprint.
they will. But I don't think that any man is running and ready to give his money to a woman that is with someone else. I don't think that is their. They wake up in the morning looking to do that. I don't think
you don't
they
realize,
do.
Cookie, you can learn a lot of shit from me. You can learn a lot of game. You can learn a lot of shit talking. You can learn a lot of street talking. You can learn a lot of shit from me. If your ass just listen. You sitting up here. I don't even believe how you talking. You be talking like you be talking like you out here in the streets like you ain't got a husband that you got for 16, 17 years though.
Going on 18.
You killing me.
JoJo.
DV, now I think she's just DV. That's going too far. She's just bringing up different situations.
But the way her situation, see, she takes it as her situation's okay, emotional, and then she puts it in the fact of, but she takes it. Let me tell you, Cookie. Let me tell you, Carla. But then she takes it in the situation and put it in the situation of somebody else who's single, who out here and living single or whatever.
DV, now why did you do that? Why did you just do that?
Because I'm finna choke the shit out of her. That's why.
JoJo, Brother JoJo and Brother Sir Miguel. Y'all are men. Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be quiet. Go ahead.
Thank you. I would like to talk a little bit for my live. Damn.
No.
If one of y'all female friends who has a significant other, it don't matter, they have a boyfriend, husband, whatever, but they're your friend, and they call you and they need your help, just yes or no, are you going to help? Or does it matter that they have a significant other? Will that alter your decision?
Cookie, I think that a male friend would be willing to help. What I'm saying is I do agree with DV on the aspect of they don't wake up in the morning want you to go help someone else's woman. I don't think that that's their desire. But I think that when situations arise, your male friends may be willing to assist you. But I think in your situation that you described about the lottery tickets and then the gas bill, that is negligence on your part, and you are wrong, Cookie. I don't care what you say. You know I love you, but you are wrong to go and ask a man who is trying to slide one up in you.
Right.
For
and
something.
Cookie, your ass just set up here, Cookie, and you mean to tell me you've been going down there to that goddamn pool hall, you've been talking to motherfuckers, and you've been asking them all these goddamn questions and stuff, and then you mean to tell me this is what you on? This better not be what you on.
Say that. She
This
didn't
better
say
not
that.
be what you on. Cookie,
DV, this is a
I'm gonna get on your ass
conversation.
because better not be it, Cookie. Because this is not the thing. Because you think that because this is like what I be telling you all the time. You expect for a boyfriend to do the job of a fucking husband. No, it's two different things.
What?
Okay. You expect for a boyfriend to do the job of a husband. Yes, you do. Because she thinks that a man is a man, whether he a boyfriend or a husband. And he needs to do the same job. No. Ain't no okay.
Pause. So, Carla, you as a woman, Right now, this is a woman and woman
Be quiet.
for 3 minutes, okay? You're a woman. You have a boyfriend. He comes over, he spends the night. Y'all don't live together though, okay? I don't
Mhm.
want to hear nothing about how much money you make, Carla, how smart you is. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
She
He
said her
playing,
boyfriend, Carla.
he's playing in that poontang. Y'all dating. He got all the benefits that a husband would have. So when it comes down to your hair getting done,
Oh Lord Jesus.
refrigerator, bills getting paid, don't you expect him to do something other than come and play in your poontang?
Nope. Not. I mean, other than
Let me
going out.
okay, let me say this.
So,
Go
Let me
ahead.
say this. I don't expect him to
Right.
do anything.
okay,
There you
maybe
But I would but this is I would think that somebody that I'm involved with, I would think that they would do things, but I wouldn't expect them to do it. Like
use the
I wouldn't
well, what's the word
I
I should use?
I would think that them doing something of their free will, like out of their heart, that that's what they would want to do. But I wouldn't have an expectation to do that
Okay,
because that would be things that I was already doing for myself prior to the situation.
how what you do. So he playing in the poontang. Y'all been together for 2 years. You feed him. Y'all go out. You buy everything. He don't do nothing but play in the poontang and sleep under your sheets and drink your water and eat your food. That's what because y'all ain't married. He don't owe you nothing else. Because you should be able to pay your own bills, get your own hair done, get your own nails done, pay for the date, and maybe his too. Because don't
Well,
nobody
I don't
too much.
I don't necessarily feel like he owes me anything, but I feel like that based on the mutualness in the relationship, that it should be something, and then that might determine like how the distance of the relationship. You know what I'm
You
saying?
ain't
Like
dated in a
if I
long
if
time,
I
baby.
don't if
Right?
I don't feel like and there's some appreciation, some reciprocity, all of those type of things, then it might mean that was not maybe that relationship needs to kind of stay in a friendship status and not
Right.
be
Let me tell you
advanced.
this, Carla. Let me tell y'all this, Carla. Okay, listen. You meet people. Okay, a guy meet females now. Okay, a guy meet females. A guy meet. No, this is real shit. A guy meet females, and you can meet them whether you meet them out of the stores, the Facebook app. I don't give a fuck where you meet them at, right? Some females. Now you heard me talk like this cookie before, so hold on. You meet them regardless to where you meet them at, right? Sometimes you get on the phone. They can't even hold a conversation with you for 20, 30 minutes. You not feeling the vibe. You're not even getting to know a motherfucker. And you on the phone with a motherfucker for 5 minutes. And the motherfucker thinks just because you met him out in public or you met them on the app or wherever you meet them, then they think that automatically, oh, I met you. Oh, so automatically the thing is, take me out, take me out, take me out. No, that's not how the fuck it post. That's not how it goes. Because you know why? You can a man can motherfucker can take a female out and the female say, well, hell, you not my type. I don't like you this and that and the third. So, and to avoid a man sitting up there feeling like, now this is for the men. Uh, For a man to feel like avoiding for the fact of him sitting up feeling like he lost it, he wasted his money on this bitch or whatever the case may be. Okay, chick, I'm sorry, Carla. But in order for him to feel like that, then he needs to, like I said, that's the point and purpose of you getting to know the significant other and getting to know a person. That's the point of you getting to know
Talking
a
about you said I think a boyfriend is the same as a husband.
boyfriend. Cookie, we too old to be talking about boyfriends.
Been dating.
That's what you said, DB.
I said, yeah, but you have to. But the point, no, I said, okay, okay. Look. I'm not going to study on the point of boyfriend and girlfriend.
You
Look, I'm
said
saying the
cookie.
point of factor is, I'm saying in order for you to get to, I'm talking about You know, y'all still be calling motherfuckers boyfriend and girlfriends at 50. Okay? I don't do that. I'm saying that in order for you to get to know a person and you be, you know, and feel the you
Sure,
need to feel the vibe of them. You can't just you don't just meet a motherfucker all the time now these days. We talking about nowadays, okay?
it's
2025. You don't
so
know, DB my ass. You don't feel like you don't just meet a person now these days and then just start taking them out, taking everybody out. And because you're not in a relationship, and
take
because you're hold up, listen. Let me finish. Let me finish it up. I'm capping it. I'm putting it. I'm closing it up. Now, because you single, and because you're not in a relationship, because you're single, you meeting a person, and you know what I'm saying. You take that one person out, but because you're single and you're not obligated to nobody, you're not in a relationship with nobody. So, okay, now you move on and date the next motherfucker. No, that's why us as men, we got to, you got to start. I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this the last time I said, men, you have to motherfucking date one woman at a goddamn time. You cannot date 4 and 5 women at a goddamn time. Now, I'm shorty 5'4", and I used to be a hoe. And you know what? You cannot date 4 and 5 goddamn women at the goddamn same time. Okay, you cannot do that. You'll be a broke ass nigga. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Okay,
let's say it, Carla or mine. What does that have to do with what you started off talking about?
a lot, Cookie. If you put it together,
Bro, that's why DB said that he ain't got no money for his baby mama to be calling about no electric.
that's
Cause if
another motherfucking thing. Fuck that bitch.
all 4 or 5 of them call him at one time,
Hey, Carla,
he,
Carla. No, let's put it for real. Carla, 7. Fuck that bitch. Shit. That's another goddamn reason. Fuck that bitch. She
I'm
better
sorry.
go out and hustle ass or whatever she got to do.
it's not that it's scorn, it's that he got too many of them for them to be doing some shit like that.
Telling me no shit like that. But no, Carla, but my kids, but no, in my situation, Carla, it's like I asked y'all. It's like I mentioned to y'all. Like my kids, they not small. You feel me? My kids
Was
are
at one time.
they teenagers, and they grown. My kids are teenagers and grown.
It
So
was
no, Carla.
at one time.
My youngest two kids, Carla, is
Oh, so
I got
DB,
a
what you want?
I got a 19
DB,
year old
what you
son
want
and
to
an
tell
11-year-old daughter.
DB, what
Go
you
ahead.
want to tell the bigger kids? Just go put on some extra thermals.
That's what your ass better do. Put on some motherfucking put on an extra sheet, blanket, or something. Put on some thermals, put on something. Take another bath, nigga.
So
Whatever.
okay, so how long do you date a woman before you
No,
call her your girlfriend?
no, okay, Cookie. Now that's a good question. Let's go here, Carla. Hold on, Carla. Now listen. Now that's why I say that I when I date somebody and when I'm talking to somebody and I like a person, I'm interested in them. You know how sometimes you could be interested and like a person more than they like you, Carla. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it could be like that, especially as a man, especially if you've been lonely for a while. It's just the same way a man being lonely for a while is just the same, it's just as bad as a woman being um what's the word I'm looking for? Uncle Jojo, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck you. I ain't say it's over. Damn, I come with the word, man. I'm talking about just as long as a woman being, what's the word? Vulnerable. A man and women can be vulnerable on both parts. My point is that, you know, that um, you know what I'm saying, a guy being by himself for a long time or whatever, and he wants to be in a relationship just like a female wants to be in a relationship, but the other person, they don't feel the exact same way that you do. You know what I'm saying? So you mess around and you ain't even really got to know that person, Cookie. Now, peep game. You ain't really got to know that person. You ain't had that many conversations with them. You ain't kicked it with them and
That's
and, and
the problem.
spent no you,
Conversating and not dating.
Cookie, be quiet, goddammit. You ain't kicked it with them. You ain't spent that much time with them, Cookie. But you didn't. You as a man, you as a woman, you didn't fucked around and gave them the goodies, and you liked it them more than they like you. Guess what's gonna happen? they gonna hurt your feelings and they're gonna kick your ass to the curb. It don't matter what the fuck you did for them. It doesn't matter what you did for them. It don't matter how much you did for them. At the end of the day, they're gonna tell you that you're not that type. They just don't. So what do, Cookie?
How long do you have to conversate? Because you're not taking
So that's the purpose. So the point is that's why you that's why when you get in our age, Cookie, that's why you only date one motherfucker at a time. You have to date one person at a time. You can't be dating 4 and 5 goddamn
okay,
different
so this
people
one person,
just because you single.
okay, this one person that you're conversating with that you haven't taken on a date yet.
Get to know them first before you take them on a date.
So how long do it take to get to know
It
them?
doesn't. We're not putting no months or nothing on it, Cookie. I'm not putting no months or nothing on it or no time limit.
On a date, that means you don't have to spend money because you're just on the phone, right?
No, we're not talking about. Oh my God, everything about you is spending money. God damn,
I'm trying to answer the question that
everything is not about spending money. No, I'm just saying when you get to know a motherfucker, then you spend the money. Oh my God. It doesn't however long it takes for you to get to know that person and for that person to get to know you before you start spending money on them. So you don't have to feel like you wasted your money. And you as a woman, you don't have to waste your goddamn time on that motherfucking nigga. That's how long. That's how long. Wait it out. You spend time getting to know a motherfucker.
Okay,
It's not nothing. It's not about the 3 month rule or nothing like that. You just vibe with a person and get to know them first.
let's go with the 16-month rule. I've been talking to you for
16?
16 months. I've
Bye,
been talking
Cookie. I'm gonna hang up on you and your live.
and be conversating with you. Are we friends?
Cookie. Out of 16 years, Cookie. Bye. Shit.
So
Fuck
I'm
you,
trying to figure out at what point, if I was in Chicago or you was in Pennsylvania,
I'm hitting that shit. I'm hitting that shit.
when would we have had our first date?
We're gonna have our date while you out here. We're gonna have plenty of dates while I'm out here. And if we don't have plenty of dates while I'm out here, guess what? Fuck you and take your ass back to Pennsylvania. Because after 16 months of you talking to a motherfucker and I still can't get none, fuck you and Pennsylvania. Carry your
Oh
punk
my
ass
God,
back out there.
what in the world? D,
Okay,
Carry your punk ass back out there to Pennsylvania.
what is wrong?
16 months
Carry
Chicago.
your punk ass back out there to Pennsylvania. Out of 6 months, 10 months. What you mean? Oh my God. Out of 16 months of talking to you, kicking it with you, hanging out with you, and trying to hang out with you or whatever, and then I still can't get none. Out of 16 fucking months.
But Diva, you
Motherfuckers-
want to get some, but you ain't even taking her nowhere yet.
No, we talking. No, Carla. She said out of 16 months. And then we get together. So I said out of 16 months, and then I see you, and then goddamn it, you feel me, and then I'm taking you places, trying to get to know you, hanging out, and this and that and the third, and then I still don't get none.
Okay, so 16 months, my first night in Chicago, we go to McDonald's,
Right.
and I'm supposed to drop the drawers.
Man, that Cookie, fuck you.
What? I'm asking you a question.
We not going to McDonald's.
Okay, wherever we
What
go.
you mean, baby? I'm trying to go take you to the strip and lobster place where I can go stunt and show out. What you mean?
Okay, so you take me to the whatever you said, stripper luncheon place or whatever. And
Wait a minute, the stripper. What did you say? Stripper lobster? You said what?
Stripper lunch. I don't even
A
think she
stripper-
knows what she said.
A stripper lunch.
I don't even know if she knows what you said. No,
what,
Cookie.
what place you called? You want to stunt?
I thought he said shrimp and lobster.
Wherever.
Lobster. Okay, so we go.
Wait a minute, David. What is the stripper lunch place?
Ask her. Shit, she the one said that, and not me. I know. Out of 16 months of me talking to her, and goddamn it, or whatever, or however many months of talking to her. I know by the time she get up here to Chicago, I know I better have some money in my pocket and be ready to goddamn it shake and move it. I can tell you
Okay,
that.
we okay. So I get to Chicago. You
I'm
take
gonna
me.
rob a bank, but I'm gonna shake it and move it.
Listen, slow down. I get to Chicago. You then had money in your pocket. We go to the shrimp and lobster place, and you're gonna stunt. And then we go to your house or the hotel.
What are you trying to set up? What are you trying to do? You trying to get Carla and Uncle Jojo to bring you up here or something? You packing your bags cookie and I don't know it.
But you just answer the question. I'm trying to see if I want to come to Chicago. Damn it.
Okay, go ahead.
So we have dinner, and then we go wherever private, and then we're supposed to do our thing. I'm supposed to drop the drawers, right?
Wait a minute, you said after what now?
Oh, TV. 16 months talking, conversating.
Right, right.
Chicago. You saved your money. We go to the fanciest restaurant, 5-star, black tie,
Cookie.
kitchen.
We might not go to the fanciest restaurant right off back. We might go to what the fuck? Why we gotta go to the fanciest restaurant? We cookie. We
Okay,
going to
okay, wait a minute,
cookie.
wait a minute, wait a minute. Let
I'm
me
talking
put it
about
down like
we
this.
going to 5 or 6 different restaurants. What the fuck is you
Wait,
talking
wait,
about? One
wait, wait a
restaurant.
minute. DV, wait a minute. Let me put it down like
Okay,
this. Okay,
go ahead.
so y'all do all of that. She come to Chicago. Y'all go to the shrimp and lobster. She give you the drawers, and then well, Cookie don't wear none, but she give you,
Right,
right, okay.
right,
So
right.
then, okay, we do all of, she does all of that, right? And then while y'all laying in the bed, she says, DV, I need you to give me the money to pay the light bill because I've spent all my money on lottery tickets. What you gonna do?
Um, Carry your ass back down there to Pennsylvania and shut the fuck up.
So you wouldn't
I'm
give
gonna
me.
say shit. You got a son. You got a son. You got a daughter. You got a husband. I'm gonna say the hell with you, Carla. That's what I'm gonna say. And because you know I said I'm gonna say that, your ass better be prepared and you better be ready to tell the internet that no, I am not going. Carry your ass right back down to Pennsylvania, and that's the end of the subject. And we not talking no more. Came up, this motherfucker came up all the way to Chicago, packed her bag, came all the way to Chicago, and bought me problems and issues. I mean, really, you ain't brought me no glory. You ain't brought me no sunshine at the end of the rainbow. Where the fuck is you at? What the fuck is your problem, Cookie?
I'll,
Cookie.
You ain't going back home with your like.
Hey, Cookie, you remember? You remember Cookie? Who I told you that they ass was so fat that they sweating Pepsi. You remember that? You remember that joke, Cookie? Don't say no names, but you remember that joke, Cookie?
I do, but I don't remember who you said it about.
Ah, well, it ain't one of us. It was somebody else.
The point is, you sent me home over a light bill after 16 months of conversation.
I
So,
should.
okay. So if I don't say nothing about the lights, am I your girlfriend now?
Oh, you? What you mean? As long as you don't say nothing about no, as long as yeah, you my bookie boo. As long as you don't say nothing about no lights down, yeah, you my bookie boo. Hell yeah, you my baby.
Okay. So
Look,
now,
Uncle
Don't
Jojo say now
say
he
me
know he
done.
done. He said he know he done. Uncle Jojo, forget you, Uncle Jojo. You ain't even come up here and talk to us. You ain't wanna. You trying to play like you ain't wanna argue with us or nothing. Don't forget you. We, you know what I'm saying? You know, it
He
trying
is
to,
what
taking a
it is.
he taking a cleanse, DV. He taking a cleanse.
I'm just trying to figure out how long it took me to be a girlfriend.
What the fuck he need a cleanse for? He already don't eat no pork and no beef. He don't eat no
Oh
red
my
meat.
goodness.
What the hell is he talking about?
I'm talking to Carl because he don't eat. Uncle Jojo don't eat no red meat. He don't eat no pork, no red meat. What do you
Who do
need a
you
cleanse for? I'm talking to Carla. Would you be? What do he need to?
He need to say that.
What do he need to? What do Uncle Jojo need to cleanse for? Though he don't.
Oh, when she said he's
It's
cleansing.
it's okay. It's okay, DV. It's okay.
He don't eat no red meat or no pork.
How you know?
DV, I know that.
Oh, you talking about a different kind of cleanse? Okay, Carla, be quiet. Don't talk like that on this.
I don't know what. Boy,
We're not talking like that on this.
Somebody needs some poontang.
You
That's
said you might
yeah,
need to
because
break.
DV, I think that you are overly aggressive because you need to release something. I mean, oh my goodness, you didn't went off on Cookie.
I do. I really need to release.
About
something.
a light bill.
I do. I really need to release.
He's gonna
something.
send your ass home, Cookie. If you ask him for the light bill after you done gave him some good,
Yeah.
Hell
and he
yeah.
said
I
he's
don't live.
sending you home.
Hell yeah. I don't live down there in Africa. The fuck?
What that got to do with anything?
I don't live in Africa. I don't live in Pennsylvania.
DV, she just spent
Cookie,
all that
I
time
would
with
not
you.
be hooking you up like that. Cookie, if you needed me for a bag of weed, that'll be different. But I'm not hooking you up with
What?
no motherfucking bill in no motherfucking Pennsylvania. No, I'm not.
Why would you give her something that she don't necessarily need when it's something
But I'm
she
not-
needs?
I'm-
Like,
because I'm not paying no bills in Pennsylvania. I don't live in Pennsylvania. That's why. Go ahead and say it again. DV. No,
I don't-
I would not. No, I don't pay no bills in Pennsylvania. No, I would not.
Okay, so what if I stayed in Chicago and said I wanted to move to Chicago? You gonna help me get an apartment?
Hell yeah. 9 times out of 10, shit, it'll be us getting an apartment. And you know what, Cookie? And 9 times out of 10, but you know what?
Yeah, we went
Cookie,
on one.
9 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, Cookie, if we gonna
what
get an
day?
apartment, yeah, after the dating and everything, Carla. But Cookie, if you gonna get an apartment, you can stay here. You already know my mom.
Oh my God, DV. Lord have mercy.
You already know my mom. No. Hey, that sounds like some bitch ass shit, Carla. Don't it? Carla, that sounds like some bitch ass shit for a grown ass man that's over 40, don't it?
No, DV, I don't. You just joking. You just joking.
No, I
You
was
just
gonna because I wanted to say that if you gonna stay in Chicago, you talking about getting an apartment? No, we moving into a house. If we not moving into a house, then shit, we either gonna stay here. Or you can go back to Pennsylvania because what the fuck? I'm not getting no apartments.
I'm moving to the house with Mama, and you get the fuck out.
Oh my God, I'm not moving it. I can tell you one thing, Cookie. I told you I'm not moving into no more apartments. No, I won't. I would not. I had 6 different apartments in my life since I was 19 years old, Cookie, and I will never move back into an apartment.
Carla,
yes, Cookie.
leave your house, which is he got a little nice setup. He lives with Mom. You in love. Y'all in love now.
No, I'm not. I'm not leaving to go stay with nobody mother. I'm not.
He don't want to live in no apartment.
Carla, let me tell you something about niggas that's grown and around my age. Let me tell you something about niggas that's grown and around my age.
A new life.
Niggas, something, but you know what? You got to realize this too, Carla, that niggas that's around my age, they got mamas that's over the age that need the help and everything like that. That's just like if I dealt with a woman, right, who got a mama that's over 70 and she take care of her mama. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna move in the house because her mama live there. She taking care of her mama, then that's what I'm gonna do. Me personally, I'm saying I'm gonna respect that, and I'm gonna look after. I'm gonna take care of her mama, her daddy, whoever lived there with her. You know what I'm saying, like that. Now, when it comes to kids and all that shit, it might be a different situation. But if it's just her mama, daddy.
DV, I'm not gonna leave where I am to go somewhere and move in somewhere with somebody and their mama.
You got your own crib. I suppose not. I feel you.
I might leave where I am and then like get a place that is close there or whatever the case may be. Like if I'm in another state and I'm trying to move closer because of a relationship or whatever, relocating, then I might do that. But I'm not going to just automatically go and stay in somebody's mama house. It's too many complications when people are starting off a relationship for you to intertwine that with dealing with somebody in the care of their mother and living with their mother.
Now, I guess the difference would be if the mother really couldn't take care of themselves. But if they were still, what's the word I'm looking for? Movable. What's it called? Mobile. But I need to come check in on them. Like
I'm not saying that I'm not willing to help somebody take care of their mother. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I'm not going to leave my state that I am in to go to another state and move in with a man and his mother. I have to feel that situation out first because number one, based on the distance, you don't even know if that's going to work out. It's bad enough y'all two trying to get adjusted to one another. You have to then try to adjust to him and her. She got adjusted to you. It's a whole bunch of adjustment. That's something that you got to
regardless of what you think. All I'm telling you is when you get to the point of when you up in my age, Carla, I'm 48 years old. When you get to the point where you up in my age, understand me. My mama don't have a husband to take care of her.
You miss it. You miss what I said.
No. Listen, what I'm gonna tell you. Just right quick. I'm not missing nothing that you're saying. I'm listening to you. I have a big family, a loving and caring family and everything. What I'm telling you is I have a mother that doesn't have no husband or nothing like that. Nobody to help pay bills or nothing. That's why I'm here. I had a crib that I owned for 8 years. I left that motherfucker and got rid of it so I can move here to help my mama in this big ass crib. You understand
Stevie,
what I'm saying?
I'm not, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if I am a woman that is involved with you and I'm going to move from my state, right, that I'm in to move to the state that you're in, I'm not going to move there and go stay in the house with you and your mother.
Exactly.
I'm going to move there. Listen. I'm going to relocate and maybe get somewhere that's close by or something like that, so that people can get to know each other. It is one thing for a husband and a wife that is, taking care of one of their mothers or whatever the case may be. But when you start dating someone, that's a lot of dynamics to just do all of a sudden like that. That's not something.
No, I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. Now I agree with you. No, not to cut you short. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that if you move, I'm not saying. So listen, Cookie. I'm not saying that you move here and you forced and you have to stay here with me in this crib because I'm here for a different reason because I'm here with my mama. You understand what I'm saying? No, if I had somebody else and I was married or whatever, sis, then what I'm saying is, and no, I'll move out. I can move the fuck out and then go get me. Me and my wife, we get our crib and shit like that or whatever. Yeah, I do that. That's different. But staying in an apartment, oh no, I'm not staying in an apartment. No motherfucking well. If I was gonna stay in an apartment, I could stay right here. That's all I'm saying. But moving out and moving to a house, oh yeah, I'll do that. Go ahead.
That was what I was trying to base the question on. It had nothing to do with your mama's age, your age, nothing. I'm saying for a man that meets a woman, okay, are we following each other? DV, you meet Carl, y'all date, conversate, whatever the case may be. Now y'all are a couple. Y'all plan to get married, and maybe it happens after the marriage, maybe before. But y'all are in love. He's saying he's not going to move out of his mother's house with the woman he say he loves to move into, because maybe all y'all can afford is an apartment. Maybe you got bad credit, whatever the case may be, but you're going to move into an apartment. He says no. He's not
No,
going to move
to a
out of
house.
his mama's house to move into an apartment unless y'all are moving into a house. He's not leaving a house for an apartment unless he'll leave a house for a house. But he loves
Exactly. There you
you.
go.
So it doesn't matter if it's an apartment or a house, because the whole thing is you're being with the woman that you love, that you want to build a future with.
Yeah, because
Not
if I'm saying,
mama or nothing. Let's pretend like mama's well and can take care of herself, got
well,
enough to pay her
well, we
own.
ain't gonna pretend like that because because if you stay in an apartment, right? Apartment, I'm gonna be honest with you. With this basement alone, you feel what I'm saying? Is over 1,000 square feet.
You're missing the
So
point.
if you so the when you go look it up and see how much over 1,000 square feet is. That's pretty big. I don't. I'm not gonna move nowhere in nobody's apartment, nowhere and I'm here and I'm straight and I'm good. And 9 times out of 10, I
So,
probably don't have to pay much as I do at another motherfucking apartment.
so it's
Shit,
about
these apartments cost us
love. You're talking about this your soulmate,
because
woman
yeah,
that you love. So y'all can have your own space, grow, have
yeah,
kids, whatever the case may be.
absolutely,
Y'all building a life.
yeah, absolutely. These apartments now these days, these apartments cost over $1,000, especially in Chicago. I don't know about everywhere else.
We're not talking about how much nothing costs. We're talking about this is the woman that you love.
It don't
And
matter if it's love. I'm telling you that Okay, go ahead. Let me see where you're going. Go ahead.
this is the woman that you love. You love her. She's your soulmate. Everything about her, y'all just mix like wine and cheese.
She's stupid.
And this is it
Go
for the
ahead.
rest of your life. She loves you, you love her. It's God sent. The only thing is y'all cannot get a house right now. So this is your woman. You want to
You
be with
can't
her.
afford a house right now. You staying with the person that you with.
It ain't that you can't afford it. Maybe you ain't got the credit for a house. You ain't got
Right. Maybe
the
the credit. Right,
down payment for closing. So you don't
right,
have that much money, but you can pay your bills. You can get a nice
right,
townhouse, condominium, whatever you want, but you just can't get a house.
right.
Y'all gonna live together. You
hmm
build your new life.
hmm
Why not do that? Why is it I'm not leaving a house to go to an apartment? You're with the woman you love. And she
I'm
loves
not. Listen, Cookie. Listen, listen. For one, the price of an apartment now these days, especially in Chicago, I don't know about everywhere else. You feel me? I don't know nothing about Pennsylvania. Know what? No, Cookie. I don't know nothing about the price of everywhere else. But the price of an apartment, a two-bedroom apartment in Chicago, you be paying 11-1200. Well, Cookie. You can go rent or pay the mortgage on of the house for that kind of price, especially if you got the credit or
I
whatever.
said, DV, do you
I
not live
heard what you said, Cookie. I heard what you said.
in a house because you
I,
can pay the
I
mortgage?
heard Cookie. I heard what you just said, and I'm coming behind you, and I'm telling you. That's one thing. Listen, I've been raised and I've been taught a whole total different way, Cookie. I've been taught a whole different way, baby. I'm trying to tell you. DV got more game than what you think.
What
I've
if
been
I
taught a whole
talked
I've
about
been taught, Cookie, a whole different way, Cookie. And guess what? Cookie, I will never. I've been taught a whole different way. Cookie, I've never even stayed in a. Let me tell you something. I stayed in 6 different apartments. Each apartment I stayed in, Cookie, I ain't never paid up to $1,000 in because you know why? I was raised that way,
I don't know
not to be able to.
the point
Listen to me, Cookie.
with money.
Listen to me, Cookie. Cookie. I've never listen, Cookie. I've never paid that kind of. Listen, I've never paid that kind of money. And I'm telling you what an apartment, especially a two-bedroom apartment, and only one man. You understand? A one-bedroom apartment now these days in Chicago. I'm telling you, they cost damn near $1,000. I'm not gonna pay that kind of money. If I'm gonna pay that kind of money, I could stay right here in my mama crib where the fuck I'm at in her basement where I remodeled it and turned the whole basement into a
TV,
freaking apartment.
TV.
Why you keep saying okay, DV, and cutting me short? What
I'm
I'm
sorry.
telling you is,
I just said it's not about money.
so it's not a no. We're not talking about money, Cookie. If
We're
you sit back and listen, then
no,
I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about so if I was going to get ready to move out and live with somebody. Cookie, if I'm getting ready to move with a woman, I'm going to live with somebody. We're not moving into an apartment. We're going to move into a house or either, hell, maybe this shit don't work because I'm not going to move into an apartment. Because listen, if you could pay, if you could pay 14, 15, 1600 for an apartment, I mean a house. I'm sorry. If you could pay 15, if you could pay anywhere from 14 to 1600 for a house in Chicago, guess what? You might as well be paying for a fucking mortgage on a house. Only thing, the problem is the credit.
that ain't the only
So
problem. You,
listen what I'm saying.
you got
So
to
9 times out of 10, the problem is the credit. The 9 times out of 10, that's
do
the
to put it on a closing fee, then it don't matter what your mortgage is going to be.
cookie. 9 times out of 10. I hear what you're saying, Cookie. 9 times out of 10. The problem is the credit. So, so what I'm telling you is, you know what? Before y'all move into that crib, to that house, maybe y'all might do want to go get an apartment, and maybe you do want to get your credit together or whatever. But if you think about it, like I said, if you got two, what if this woman got 2 or 3 kids? You need to move in a 3, 4 bedroom apartment. You know how much money you pay for that for a 3, 4 bedroom apartment?
I'm like JoJo now. You always moving the goalposts. I asked you one
I'm
simple.
not moving the goalposts. I'm the goalposts. I'm telling you. Do you know how much it is for an apartment that costs that much to to move kids into for 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms, or whatever in an apartment in Chicago? That's motherfucking mortgage. I'm telling you what I know and what the fuck I've been raised on. That's not the way it is. I'm telling you. I know
TV,
the difference. My
TV,
sister do real estate.
TV.
My
We're not even,
cousins and everything do real estate.
okay. I'm getting in this line because I can't keep going in circles and not getting nowhere.
You're
Um,
not gonna get nowhere if you keep on saying that.
to anyone that's listening, if you find true love and you feel like that is your soulmate that God placed in your life and you're happy with them and they're happy with you, do not fear to start a life with that person, even if it's something that you feel like is beneath you, because you have to look at the possibility of the future and what that happiness is going to bring you. That was my whole point. It ain't about what nothing costs. It's about finding the person, your soulmate, being with that person because they make you happy. No matter where you at, even if you're living under a bridge in a tent. I wouldn't go that far, but that's the point I'm making. Because you're with the person you love and who makes you happy. On that note, beautiful Carla, we got so much to talk about. I hope I get to talk to you before Monday. I know you've been busy lately. I hope you didn't fall asleep. Um, but I love you, DB Wild. I love you, Brother JoJo, Sir Miguel, Red Bunny, Purple Purple. Anybody else that might have peeped in to listen. I love you all. Beautiful Carla, you still there? Or did you fall asleep on me? I love you both. I love you all. I will be coming back soon because, like I said, I'm having surgery on Monday and I'm gonna be down for the count. So I ain't gonna have nothing to do but to keep pushing that live button. Any last words anybody would like to say? Beautiful Carla, if you're still up, DB Wild. Any last thoughts? No, everybody gonna act like they sleep on me. Okay. I'm trying to find a song to go with because I did not pick anything. And y'all know my favorite girl is always my niece or my cousin. So, DV left. Carla, I love you. Thank you so much for coming through. I hope I didn't keep you up too late. But God bless. And everybody, remember, there's always a blessing on the other side, even on the wrong side. Stay strong.
Do you really love me? Do you really care? Why can't I tell? Why you not here? Every time you leave, you just keep coming back again. Every time you go, I know better to let you in. You stay on my mind all the time, trying to figure out how to reverse time. If we can just make up and stay on top of love, maybe we can do something right. Sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Sick and tired of trying, man, it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Do you really love me? Do you really care? Why can't I tell? Why you not here? The stuff you be doing, having my mind blown, got me feeling like we living in a different time zone. Trust me, baby, you don't gotta go out your way, cause you already made it clear that you ain't here to stay. Trust me, baby, you don't gotta go out your way. You already made it clear that you ain't here to stay. Sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. I swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving you. All I do is think of loving, but I'm sick and tired of trying, and it's just a waste of time. Dropping off my past and I'm leaving it behind. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. Swear that it's not fair, Lord, don't do me right. But I'm sick and tired, but I'm sick and tired, ooh, but I'm sick and tired, but I'm sick and tired,
Blessings all.